Andrew Polito here from Hot Tejano. Keep watching out for Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday is the best shit on the internet. Check it out.
Corazón mutilado de esperanza y de razón. Tengo un corazón que madruga donde quiera. Ay, 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 este corazón se desnuda de impaciencia entre tu voz. Pobre corazón que no atrapa su cordura. Quisiera ser un pez para tocar mi nariz en tu pecera y haces burbujas de amor por donde quiera. Pasar la noche entera mojado en ti, un pez para borrar mi coraje, tu cintura, y haces siluetas de amor bajo la luna. Cambiar esta locura, mojado en ti, un pez. ¿Qué te ha dado esa mujer que te tiene tan engreído, querido amigo? Querido amigo, yo no sé lo que me has dado. Cada que la vio venir, se agacha y se va de lado, querido amigo, querido amigo, este amor no puede ser. Hace 4 o 5 días que no la miro, que no la miro, sentadita en su ventana. Si no la miraste hoy, ahí la mirarás mañana, querido amigo, querido amigo. Yo no sé qué será de mí. Y vamos pa' H-Town. Ella, la que hubiera amado tanto, la que hechizó.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Can I talk now, Eddie? I just want to make sure. I don't want to get in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, live from the studio right here in San Antonio, Texas, the capital of Tejano music. In case anybody wants to argue, that's for another post, another day. Not te creas. Hey, man, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. Well, you know, we are here. We're always having a fantastic Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Our Wednesdays are always kind of the same. I wish Eddie would. We need to put a camera that just like looks over everything that happens before the show, like me eating fried chicken and grease all over the place, and like tequila spilling everywhere. But no, man, welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time watching the show, the show is absolutely free. We only ask you to do one thing. If you could really help us. Like, subscribe, and share. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you guys share it, right? Facebook has just announced a couple of weeks back that they are no longer going to hold our live videos once they post to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. After 30 days, I believe they're going to start deleting them, right? So if you have an episode that you love to go back to, you're going to have to go to YouTube, type in Bumper Gomez, and check it out. And, you know, all the interviews are on there. The same ones that we have on Facebook will be on YouTube. So if that's your thing, you know, make sure you follow us on YouTube. Well, you know, we had a crazy week from the last show, Wednesday. Thursday, we had Los Premios Tejano Mundial. We got to we gave out Social Artist of the Year, and saludos to our good friend, Gabriela Martinez. You know, I'm starting to be like I'm not going to mention no names, but Gabriela Martinez, right? And shout out to her. She won Social Media Artist of the Year. We got to give her the award there at the Premios Tejano Mundial. We got to see so many people, man. So many people. It was great to see all the artists come out and support an award show. And then, you know, to have the artists like Louis the Singer, MC Magic, all these people that are like from outside La Onda Tejana, they came and they showed some support to Tejano music, man, in our industry. So you know, everybody that came out that showed me love. Anthony, you better be glad that I got the microphone issue fixed, because our microphone last week was a hot iron. Yeah, like a curler. I stole it from La Chismosa 210. A big shout out to Chismosa 210. She came out in the last minute to come and help me out and do that little interviews before the show. I hope you guys got to watch it. I know the sound was bad, but just for the record, we weren't planning to do that. We did that at the last minute. We killed some time with it, and I think people had a good time. Now, for the people that are going to hit me like Bumper, come on, bro. Like, you're already here in the industry. Like, you shouldn't be go out there interviewing David Lee Garza with the hot iron. Hey, man, at the end of the day, I'm still Bumper Gomez, and I'm still going to do what the hell I want to do when I want to do it, right? It's just who I am. So if you guys felt that I was a little unprofessional by interviewing people with the hot iron, I'm sorry, but I'm really not. I'll do it again.
They still did it.
Yeah, we still did it. We still did it. And then check this out, bro. Check this out. I got to give you guys this story. It's pretty cool. Anthony, I'm letting you calm down, get the nerves out of you, bro. All right, cool.
I'm coming down myself.
So check it out. Linda De Luna, if you don't know Linda is part of the Tejano Up radio crew. She is the wife of Al and the mother of Josh. Great DJs, the Bad Boys. I don't know, Andrew might be coming for the name now. He said, yeah, Bad Boy is Bad Boy, but no, not the class. Anyway, so check this out. Great story. So they gifted me with a hand drawing that Miss Linda found. Some artists had drawn, and they put it in a frame for me, and it was a picture of Selena. And it was for me, it was awesome. They gave it to me in a little bag, and I was carrying around my little bag Well, at the time, I had the little bag. I got to meet AB's son, who was also at the awards. He was at the award show. So I was talking to DJ Kane and to AB's son. Forgive me because I can't remember his name. It's something with an S. And so we were talking, and somebody says, and the winner is Lucky Joe. Well, Lucky Joe had called me earlier in the day. He's like, Bumper, are you going to the awards? I said, yes. He said, if I win the award, can you go up and accept it for me if I win anything? I said, well, what are you up for? He goes, I don't know. Just whatever I'm up for. If I win, like, go up there and get it. So I'm sitting there talking to DJ Kane, and I hear, the winner, Lucky Joe. So Kane's just going off, and we're talking. I'm like, Lucky Joe, something's not right. Lucky Joe. Oh, shit, I'm supposed to go get the award. So my hefty self makes a V line for the stage, and we get up onto the stage. And, of course, Shelly Lattis says, hey, that's a little heavier Lucky Joe than I'm used to, right? But anyway, follow along with the story. So I get the award, and then Lucky calls. I congratulate him. He's like, hey, can you bring the award home? I'll get it from you at a later date. Cool. Also, can you take a picture of it? Also, can you take a picture holding it? I'm like, pues chinga. All right. So I go to the back, and I get the award, and I take a picture. Well, Andrew, guess what happens? I put my bag down. So when I leave, I'm saying bye. I grab the award. I get in my car. And when I get in my car, I'm tired, man. I'm taking off, right? 281. 1604. So when I get to 281, my phone goes off. My phone's blowing up. And I look, and I swear to you, bro, it was Chris Bettis calling me to tell me, like, he's just asking about the awards, like how'd it go, whatever. He was actually out of town. And so my light bulb turned on. I'm like, oh man, my Selena picture. So I had to bust a U and go back, and my picture was still there. So Miss Linda, thank you so much. Al and Josh, thank you guys for that birthday gift. We added it to the wall. It's back here. I really appreciate it, but I just thought you guys would hear that story. How funny Chris calls me and the sign, right? Light bulb, like, hey, go get your picture, man. So saludos to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Just a little story to get the show started. We are doing a lot of new things with Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And with that being said, man, our guest list is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's a good thing. I got a phone call this week, and here in the next couple of weeks, we'll be announcing somebody that never in a million years that I ever think we could interview them on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, but it's coming. So you guys, we got to stay on top of the social media. Me and Eddie will let you guys know what's coming your way. And before I forget, before we get into tonight's show, I want you guys to get ready for next week. We're leaving the studio. Eddie, we haven't done a remote in a long time, dude. Might be a little rusty. You know what I mean?
Gotta make sure we got all our cords together.
I blame Weecha. No. So next week we're gonna be off. We're gonna be outside the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, just put this on your calendar for everybody watching. Look, we are not going to have a show next Wednesday. Bumpers Wacky Wednesday will not be next Wednesday. Bumpers Wacky Wednesday will be next week on a Thursday, right? And for all my Catholicos, that's why, because it's Ash Wednesday, and I'm very, very strong with that. So no show next Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, but the following Thursday we're gonna have a show, and we're gonna do it live from an undisclosed location. It is gonna be off the chain, La Diferencia, playing live for you guys. And these dudes, we just seen them on Sunday. Oh my God! Yeah. If you guys haven't heard La Diferencia in the last 3 or 4 months, you guys ain't ready. I promise you, you're not ready. So look forward to that next Thursday. Next Thursday from an undisclosed location. We'll be live with La Diferencia, checking it out. And before we get in with my guest, I want to give a big thank you to Hot Tejano, to all the family, the Hot Tejano family, everybody. They treated us. We went out Friday for their birthday celebration, and it was off the chain. If some of you follow Rudy Lopez, you might have seen me out of character. It's all right. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I like to get down like James Brown every now and then, right? Yeah. But to everybody watching, thank you guys for tuning in. We got a lot of things coming your way. Ladies and gentlemen, from Saigon, Texas. Some people get it, some people won't. Mm-hmm. Saigon is another word for Seguin, but the people from Seguin like to call it Saigon.
You gotta be certified.
You got to be certified to say Saigon, or you got to be.
But you said it, so that means.
Okay, pues I thought, right? From Seguin/Saigon, Texas, my good friend right here, Mr. Anthony de la Garza.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? Saludos, everybody.
All right. So, Anthony got here right on time, ladies and gentlemen. We don't hold nothing back here. We're let you know how it is. And he said something to me that kind of scared me. He said, after tonight's interview, this could be the Cat Williams interview of Tejano music. I said, "A la madre. Whoa, what are we gonna get into?"
Hey,
right?
It's because you asked me. You got to point at this little thing here on the wall.
Hey, don't tell me.
Or,
You're gonna give it away,
my bad.
bro.
Okay, well, you were gonna make me say safe words. So I said, you know what? You're probably gonna have to say, come up with some safe words for me. You know what I mean?
Oh no, for sure, man. So Anthony, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Me and Eddie have been looking forward to this interview, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I heard your song that you did with your primo David. Un saludo to David de la Garza from La Mafia.
Yes, sir,
your primo, also from Seguin, Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
I heard that song, dude, and Eddie was playing it here. We were getting ready. I said, Eddie, who's that, dude? And he goes, it's Anthony de la Garza with David on there. I said,
who the?
No, neta. So I said, who? He said, Anthony de la Garza. So before I forget, man, un saludo to Big E. Yeah. He never says, I never give him a shout out. He's a great DJ. If you guys don't follow him, Eric Big E got us up from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. See, Big E, I got you. I caught you today. But no, man. So we when we get ready for the show, we play music. Usually we have the Hot Tejano app on. We have it going on. Or we just hear new music, right? Eddie puts on. He's really good with new music. Mm-hmm. So we were listening to it. And I said, man, well, who the hell is this cat, bro? And then he's like, he's the drummer for Garcia Brothers. I said, wait, hold up. But the Garcia Brothers drummer doesn't sing. And he's like, nah, bro, he that's what he does. And I was like, okay. And then come to find out, you were with AJ Castillo, no?
Yeah, man. I was with AJ for like 6 years.
But 6 years,
6
bro.
years, yeah. But even before AJ, I was playing with Garcia Brothers for like 3 years too, man. So and I played with a bunch of groups. I've been playing, I would say professionally since like 2008.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't look that old. You maybe you graduated high school in 2008.
Oh, no, I graduated about 4 years ago, man.
From high school?
Nah, I'm just
I was gonna say, damn.
Yeah. I gotta say that for Google.
I got you.
No,
so the question I have for you right off the bat, I gotta know this. You played drums for Los Garcia Brothers. Los Garcia Brothers, you will never find those cats ever dressed down. Right? You'll never find them dressed down ever. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I need to know, how many Zoot suits do you own right now?
So Joey provides them for us, man. He gets them from this place out in Fullerton,
California.
Uh-huh. Called PachucoZootSuits.com, man. Shout out to them too. And he got us I think I got like maybe three altogether. And I mean, the place we get them from, man, they all range from like $700 to $1,200 each outfit. Suit. Yeah.
Hey, bro, but when you leave, is there like an inventory? You got to turn in the suits or no? You keep them?
No, like you keep them. The dry cleaning's on you. You know what I mean?
But you get to keep them.
Oh no! Like after?
Yeah, like you say, hey, Joey, you know what? I don't want to be the drummer no more.
Yeah, if that happens, you got to turn them in.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought,
you gotta
bro.
check them back into the.
Because I was
library.
gonna try out. I was gonna play the triangle or something, maybe in a couple of zoot suits, and then quit. You know what I mean?
Sneak out with a few for Bumper to hang up in here in the studio. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. Oh man. You know, we really here at the show, Anthony, we really love to push new artists. And you fall into that criteria, right? Yeah, you've been in the industry for a long time. You know, and our guest last week, same thing, right? They kind of been in the industry for a long time, but they kind of just been doing, they're in the background.
Yeah.
Like they've never been that person, right?
Yeah.
What made you say, hey, you know what, dude? F the drums. You know what I'm saying? Or are you gonna play the drums and sing
Yeah.
with the band? Is that your plan?
Well, no, like I mean, I had just the idea just to always do something like on the side. I've always wanted to do something on my own, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I come from a big family of Tejano musicians, man. Like my uncle used to play. David's dad used to play for like Sonny Ozuna, Sonny and the Sunliners, Latin Breed, and that's how like too he had his own group, and they were like opening up too for like Carlos Guzman. And at one point, my cousin David was playing drums. Man, he would get there. Funny story, he would get there to the gigs. I always hear even from AJ's dad and uncle. He would get to the gig in his baseball uniform to go play with my uncle and them, and they would get up there and they would open up and they would help out Carlos Guzman when he got out of the Fabulosos Cuatro, man.
Yeah.
So they were like some of the first guys that helped him out when he got out of Fabulosos.
So your family, your whole bloodline is
the whole
músicos.
bloodline. My uncle Chief used to play with David Lee. He's the dude that had the United States guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Man, then we have David. My brothers play. I have other uncles that play. My dad plays bass. My grandma, God rest her soul, she played piano and sang. Like it's just been running through the family. So it's always been something to do something on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey Anthony, what and how many instruments can you play?
I play drums. I play bass. I can play a little bajo. I'll tell people like I'll help you out on bajo, but make sure nobody can go, and then I'll go help you out. But I can play bajo too. You know what I mean? But that's just
I'm the last resort.
Yeah,
fool.
yeah. On bajo, when it comes to that, like just call me. If I'll be third string for that. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. Hey, somebody already put, who is this young man's manager or advisor? Promotion. Why are you wearing a TLC t-shirt? Hey, I'm carrying him. I'm carrying him. Don't worry. Who is that?
Support the culture, man.
Andrew Paracetu. Hey, don't worry. I'm carrying him right here, brother. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
I could take my shirt off if y'all want me to.
Nah, bro, because if you take it off, that means I got to take it off. And the ratings will go high. If I take mine off, the ratings will go up, dude.
Yeah.
Instantly.
It was between this and a shirt of Pio Trevino, but I was like, I'll just take this one.
I got you. We were just talking about Pio Trevino before. That's why he's laughing, brother. You know, Anthony, your age, bro. I don't really ever ask the women, right? Because it's not cool to ask them their age. But how old are you, brother?
I'm 34.
34.
34, sir.
Damn, bro. You look young, bro. Younger than 34.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man. That's
Yeah,
cool.
man.
So
Yes,
you've
sir.
been playing since you were chavalito?
Yeah, man. Since I was little, I was banging on stuff, man. And I would see, my cousins and my cousin and my uncle there on Johnny Canales and stuff like that. So I was there, always trying to play music. And then even my brother too. Shout out to my brother Rick. He plays drums too, and I was always trying to be necio and tag around. Like, hey, let me go with y'all to y'all's gigs,
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be we're gonna stick around after and ching. All right, that's cool, you know what I mean? So it's just since I was little, man, just always wanted to be in the music, man. I felt like it was like natural. It was just like something we had to do. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You know what else is awesome, Anthony, is when I peep over at the chat rooms and I see other artists on here. I see people in the industry supporting you, like they're excited for you, bro. Like you got J.R. Gomez on here.
Yeah.
You got Rogelio, right? The side, a Pee-wee. I'm sure you spent many years with that guy with the AJ Castillo crew, right? But it's just cool to see people like that supporting you.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's excited about you, man. where I was going with earlier is like, you know, the Hot Tejano crew, when Eddie's like, hey, man, this kid, you know, I'm like, well, I don't know who he is, man, but if Eddie says he's good, right? It's good.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Eddie has an ear. He's a DJ as well. People don't know that. DJ Lightning, but he's got an ear for music. So if he tells me it's good, it's good. And we were jamming here, and I said, man, well, who's this cat? Well, Andrew started coming and hanging out with us for a little bit, right? And his ears would perk up and he'd get all red when we'd say, you know, we're gonna get Anthony on the show. And he would be like, oh, hell yeah, whatever. And I never put two and two together.
Yeah.
So maybe, like, I'm being real, like maybe last week or the other day when he told me, he's like, I got a record label.
Yeah.
I got my own record label. I said, hold up, dog. You got a radio station. What do you mean a record label? That's two different things. He's like, no, I got a record label. And Anthony's my first artist. I said, oh, now I see why because, dude, the DJs, all the guys on Hot Tejano, Anthony comes on, oh, hey, Anthony de la Garza, clear the airwaves. I need everybody to sit down, check it out. Suavecito this morning. I hear Tejano Man do it. Lopez, like when your song's gonna come on, they really like, I don't know if Andrew, the boss man, has them like, hey, when this name comes up, you better be exclamating this shit, right? So I put two and two together, right?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Hot Tejano and Andrew Pulido, Familia Pulido, everybody, man. They always show love, even in the mornings. You know, I'll check in on the morning show. I'll go drop my little boy off at school, and I'm there jamming the morning show. So shout out to all those guys, man, all the DJs, all the street team that goes out and spreads the word on Hot Tejano.
You want me to tell you how you know if a radio station is good?
Tell me.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Because you brought it up. You say you go drop your son off, right? You always know, and guys, you guys can agree with me or not, but you know if a radio station is good is that when you pull back into your house and you pull into your driveway, or you're going to park in your street, or I don't know, Raza, we're going to park on our dirt, fucking grass, whatever, right?
Grass.
Hey, but you leave the car on because the jams are so good and you don't want to get off, right? That's when you know the radio station is doing what they're supposed to, right? Because you don't want to get off. You want to just sit there and listen to the jams.
Yeah.
I find myself doing that a lot. I actually get in trouble because I've been listening to the Suavecito and Sunflowers in the morning, and they usually start talking about, they talk about stuff, but then they get into like the nitty gritty, like around 8 o'clock. Well, I got to be inside already, fool, but I don't got no signal in my work. So I'll sit outside and listen, and then I'll walk in afterwards. But I'm excited that the industry's excited for you is basically what I'm trying to say here, right?
And that's cool, man. That's what it's all about, man, to just support each other. I mean, all these guys like JR and Rogelio, like these are all guys that you don't just meet, you can just meet them from one day to the next, but these are all guys that I've met through like the past 16 years of playing, you know, from all kinds of places, man. You meet all these people, and then by the time you know, you're like, hey, I want to do something on my own. And some of them were like, man, I don't know why you haven't yet. Like, you should have, you know. And I was over here. When I started recording, I was like, man, I need to get a singer too, because I don't know who's going to sing, man. I don't really sing like that. I had sang with Garcia Brothers for a little bit, but I did just like the backup vocals.
Right.
And then it just took one day. They were like, nah, just do them, man. I was like, you know what? Like, whatever, you know, might as well. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? People are going to be like, he sucks. Like, okay, like, I like it, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's people there's people dancing to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It's all about, to me, it's all been about like, of course, like the words to a song and stuff, lyrics. But man, if you got like a groove, man, you can really get somebody out of their seat within the first, like, before the words even before they even start singing lyrics. If you got people up on the dance floor, you got them.
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Anthony, let me ask you, man. Like, are you gonna consider yourself, because some of your stuff is very conjunto-ish? Are you gonna attack conjunto, tejano, or are you just gonna be Anthony de la Garza, and whatever comes out, hey, that's what comes out?
Yeah, I mean, to me, whatever comes out, like, I mean, I come from, like, my family is strictly like Tejano, man, all horns and stuff like that.
Keyboards, yeah, madre.
Yeah, but...
Oh, shit,
yeah,
David de la Garza.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so, like,
that's what I mean, dude. Look at that, bro.
Yeah, for
Javier
sure.
Gonzalez, un saludos to our good friends, the Delta Boys in the house.
And what's crazy about them, when they started coming out with the lives and everyone was like, oh, man, they jam. I was like, man, I saw these dudes, like, 10 years ago, and they've been jamming since then, man. What are y'all talking about? Like,
No.
saludos to the Delta Boys, man. down
No,
there
the
in
Delta Boys, their story is super awesome, and they know that. Like
Oh, for sure.
they're one of those groups like, hey man, we know we were around for a long time, but hey, they didn't want to travel. You know what I'm saying? And now they took it a little more seriously, and they're doing great, man. That's another band that just came out of literally, like you said, you've known them for a long time, but for the regular Tejano fan, Conjunto fan, they literally came out of nowhere. Unless you were from the Valley and you knew them locally, or you're a musician and knew them. I mean, they didn't know them, you know what I'm saying? And now they're everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what's cool too, man. That I think like there's people that can come out and just because who you are, you go straight to the top, or you go to the charts, you know what I mean? And some of these guys, they got to do it for like 10 years, 11 years before, like, oh man, these guys are starting to get
They've been
a following,
grinding,
Yeah,
right? They've been grinding.
Mm-hmm.
So Anthony, that you're getting started. You have 3 singles already? You have 3 singles
3
out.
singles,
How's the band coming around? Are you looking for a band? I mean, I know you're steady still playing with the Garcia brothers, and those guys play every weekend. You know what I mean?
Sure,
So it's kind of a hard thing to do. But do you see yourself pulling away from that and going your way, or how's that going to work?
At the moment, not right now, but because just it's so busy with them, man. It's like I'm blessed to be able to. It's not. I'd say like it's not. How would you say, every day where somebody can play with the band and they can just do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like so, and then what it helps out with is like, I mean, it helps me because I spend more time with my son at home during the week, man. Like I'm able to pick him up. He lives here in San Antonio.
Okay.
I live in Seguin, but I'm able to pick him up 2 or 3 times a week, and then
spend time with him.
and then even on the weekends, what's good about it is we go back and forth a lot. So even on my weekends, I go and I do my gig. I come back and we're able to have breakfast. I'm able to take him to the park or go get something from the store.
Before you got to take off and do the gig Saturday night, right?
Yeah. So that's where it's kind of like I'm comfortable right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So and I'm also a big believer in like God's timing, man. So whenever the time is right, I feel like something's gonna come at the right time. You know what I mean?
I think you attacked that perfectly. Like, I mean, there's no other way to do that. If you're comfortable doing what you're doing now and have a steady gig, but then you have the people who will say, you never know, you got to take the leap.
Yeah. Right?
You got to take the leap of faith. Like, where's the line?
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, like with the questions, like, where do you draw the line where you're like, okay, what is the line?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself cutting yourself off saying, hey man, you know what? Thank you, Joey. Thank you for all the years. I got to see our brothers, but I'm going to pursue this on my own. Like, what would need to happen in Anthony's eyes for you to take that leap of faith?
Honestly, what I feel it really have to be, and it all boils down to, I feel, is just like is having the right guys to play with you. That's been one of my main things. Like, I come from a family where like you couldn't even get on stage if you weren't ready. Like I was little and my brother, like we had all these weddings. My cousins were getting married, so my uncle played with David Lee, and David Lee would play, and then like my brothers, my cousins, they would all get up there and play a song and stuff. And I'd be like, hey, I want to get up there and jam. I'd be like, nah.
Hell no.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you're still small.
You're not
like,
musically ready, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So then, like, it's kind of just, like, boils down to just trying to have, like, the right guys, man. I want to be able to have the guys that are going to go out there and make me, like, sound tough, like, sound the way we sound on the record. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not just get some guys that are, hey, I got picked up a gig real quick. Let's go do this gig.
We have an artist. He's like, I like that he's honest about his plans to perform or not to. Great answer, and it doesn't make him less of an artist. That's Angelica Alcocer. She just came on there. Shout out to her.
Shout out
tweet.
to them. That's Moneda, right?
Yeah, Grupo Moneda, right?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Mike Torres watching from California, man, right there. You know Mike Torres?
I know Mike Torres too.
But you know that Mike Torres.
Wait, is that the real Mike Torres?
That's the dad.
Oh, okay, that's the dad. No, I don't know the dad.
And then Mike Torres from La 45, that's his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, dude, but don't tell Mike from 45, but if you put them together, Mike looks older than his pops, bro. Shout out to La 45, man. Shout out to those guys. I peep over again at the comments and I see the word Seguin. And you brought up your family. You brought up Seguin, Saigon, Texas. it is one of those towns that has produced so many monster musicians, bro.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get like people make Seguin sound so big. I don't know when's the last time you guys got a Seguin, but they got a roller coaster in the middle of their town, and that's about it.
That's how we do it. Y'all want a theme park? Y'all can put it here, and that's it. You know what I mean?
And right behind is a funeral home.
And then right in front, there's my favorite taco spot. Shout out to Taco Tejano.
You can eat a taco, you can get buried, and ride around. No, you can eat a taco and ride a roller coaster and get buried all the same day.
Knock them all three out in one day.
Oh, man. Shout out to Luis Garcia watching from Rio Grande City. Thank you guys for tuning in. Also, saludos to my good friends, La Familia Mancha, watching all the way from Ohio, Michigan area, the Midwest. También saludos to everybody watching in Milwaukee, Chicago. Hope you guys are nice and warm somewhere right now because we're nice and warm here in Texas, man. We almost made it up to 90 degrees again, right?
Yeah.
You like it cold or hot?
No, I like to complain about how hot it is.
You like it? You rather be hot than cold?
Yeah.
I like that. I like when people say, I can't wait till it's 30 and it's cold. And like, man, where's that son of a bitch that said that shit? You know what I mean?
Staying inside.
I think I'm the same way, dude. I'd rather be hot. I'd rather be hot than cold.
Yeah, for sure,
right?
Definitely.
Like when it's cold, you just don't want to do shit.
You can't even stay still. You're just there all trembling.
Oh man. Let's see. We got Marcos Flores is watching from Lubbock, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Rocky Gonzalez on YouTube watching from Houston. Right, Felipe Leal. Don't go to the McDonald's. No, don't go to the McDonald's. I guess your McDonald's. You got a McDonald's in Seguin?
We're blessed enough to have two.
Oh shit! How many HEBs?
We're growing. We got one, but we upgraded a few years ago.
So it's a big one, like a nice one.
It's a bigger one, but for some reason it's smaller now.
It's bigger, but it's smaller.
Yeah, it seems like they made us a bigger one, but now more people are shopping, so it's like
it's a lot smaller.
We need a bigger one now. We need a plus.
Well, you know, I grew up in Beeville, man, and you know the great thing about growing up in small towns, and no offense to San Antonio, I love San Antonio. This is my home now. But growing up in a small town, bro, it's like you grow up with everybody, and you know everybody knows everybody, right? Mm-hmm. And going back to the musicians that come out of there, I mean, you guys have your primo Dave. You've had what Excelencia comes right. Some of the guys who started Excelencia
I think were
from there. Joey Jams is from there.
Tierra Tejana.
Tierra Tejana. Carlito Miranda. Carlos Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Joey and his dad.
Joey and his pops. There's so many people that come out of Seguin, dude. It's freaking crazy, man. Yeah. Jeremiah Martinez, also another artist checking in from Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock, Texas. Let's see. What else did I want to? There's something I wanted to ask you, bro.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, Siri. Oh, Jesus, man. They're always listening. I didn't believe it, but now I believe it.
Y'all better
right?
tell me if Elon Musk is listening in on this.
No. Being 34 years old, brother, and you've been, 16 years you've been doing this. Like, where would you want to take Anthony De La Garza's band? Like how would you bring it to the public?
Man, honest. If I could be like totally honest.
Yeah, I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest.
It's not like I'm not gonna say nothing bad, but it's just like I'm not even in this to like try to be big. I'm not trying to be like some star. I'm not trying to be famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make some good music, man, and like kind of unite. Like, cause when you think about it, man, like these artists like Zenzillo and like Morales. De Parranda, those guys, man, they all kind of help each other out. You know, hey, let's do a song, and then they got their listeners. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, we tend to make it seem like, it's just kind of hard. You know, like, these guys live over here and over there. But honestly, man, like, I done this song with my cousin David, and I did the tracks here in San Antonio, and then I sent them over to him. He did them over at his son's house in Houston, and then he sent them back to me. I did the Borrachito with Chago, man. He came over to San Antonio and he did his tracks. And then on the Borrachito, David Flores out of Corpus Christi, man, I sent him over the tracks. He has a band called Los Tremendos Alacranes, and he also used to play with like Tremendo Cinco, stuff like that, you know. And so like now I'm gonna be working on with a single with my homie Eddie Jimenez from the Crazy Pimps,
The
man.
Crazy Pimps, man.
See,
Shout out to the
shout
Crazy Pimps.
Pimps,
Hey, hey, the Crazy Pimps, they're crazy, bro. Do you guys follow them on social media? Yeah. Hey, bro, they threw a shout out the other day, and I couldn't disagree with them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw.
You saw the rib shot that they threw out?
I saw.
You hear that? What is that? No. Oh, it is. Okay, I won't touch it no more. Oh, it's coming in bad now.
We're gonna have to go to commercial.
We have to go to commercial, bro. Hold on, let me. All right, there we go.
There we go.
We're good. It sounds like Marge is trying to call us, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like Marge is trying to give us a call. Yeah. Where was I going? Oh yeah, so you know, I think you need to have a plan, right? Like, if you just want to make music, great. I think people will respect you for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We good, Eddie? I don't know what. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, we gotta find this. Mars is trying to call us, or is it my cable? It's live, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what you're gonna get. I was just talking about how I lean on this thing and it makes me feel comfortable, but I guess
lean a little too hard.
Thank you very much, Janie Reese. She said you were talking about the Crazy Pimps, right? So no, the Crazy Pimps, they threw a rib shot.
I saw that.
They were. It seemed like Eddie might have been a little upset that, you know, a certain band plays one of their songs and they never like, hey man, thank you to this group who came up with the song in that style, right? And of course that band, you know, maybe they have a bigger audience or whatever, and it took off. Cool, but you brought up a point, like all these groups like Sencillo and all these kind of groups, right? They help each other. You're absolutely right. If you stop to think about it, they do. Do you think we do that in the Tejano industry? Be careful how you answer, dog.
We do to an extent, man. You know what I mean? I feel like some people will go out their way for some people, and some people won't. But at the same time, it's like, hey, man, it shouldn't be that hard. You know, just you gotta. I can do my music, and then I can send it to you wherever you're at, and you can get it to get to it whenever you want. You know,
right?
Because when I do my stuff, it's not really like no rush. You know.
They on?
Yeah. Are we good?
Okay, well, check this out, brother. In doing what I do, sometimes I like to surprise my guest, right? And speaking of Seguin, Texas, and speaking of just some freaking big ass artists to come out of Seguin, Texas, I got a little surprise for you tonight, man. I hope it works out. Maybe we get his mic fixed up. But ladies and gentlemen, can we split the screen, Eddie? There he is, right there. Mr. La Mafia himself, Mr. David de la Garza, who is actually on break from one of his gigs right there. What's up, Dave?
I'm good. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Anthony? What's up,
cuz?
Oh man, I'm at my gig outside taking a break. I should be inside having a shot, but y'all got me out here.
Puro de la Garza.
No, you know, I just wanted you to come on here, brother. You know, I know you're really excited. I got to talk to you about, you know, working with your primo, and I just wanted, you know, the world to see that, you know, David really is his cousin, and David really did work on that song with him, bro.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're first cousins, bro. We're first cousins. Our dads are brothers. You know, I left Seguin when Anthony was super young, so we didn't really get to grow up around each other like that. But we're de la Garza, you know. We always found a way to get together somehow.
That's awesome, man. Well, you know, Anthony was here talking about your long de la Garza family line of people. You know, all your tios, your primos, everybody, and you guys hold your music to a certain standard, man. And honestly, Dave, I'm so glad you got to pop on, dude, because I know you're a busy guy, but I just really wanted, it was really for you, bro, just to kind of cool. Surprise you. Uh-huh. Hey, are you in H-Town or where you at, Dave?
I'm in Houston here. I play every Tuesday and Wednesday I play at this spot here. I'm playing tonight, so just doing my
dog,
normal Tuesday, Wednesday night gig.
Puro live, man. Puro live sessions.
So what you're saying, Dave, is we can never get your group here on a Wednesday night, is what you're telling me.
You know what? If we could do it. It ain't no big deal. I can sub it out for a night or so.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So we could do it sometime.
I'm glad that you got to hang out with us and shoot the shit real quick with your primo. Thank you so much, brother. We wish you the best. Be safe on the road with the granddaddy of all granddaddies, the Grupo La Mafia, man. Keep doing your thing. You make Seguin/Saigon, Texas very proud, brother. So it's always good running into you.
Yeah, shout out to Seguin, Texas, but also everybody who's tuning in. And y'all support my little cousin there. He's super talented, and we're gonna work together more. Plenty of times more in the future. So y'all have a good one, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Dave.
Love you, cuz.
Later, brother. That was David de la Garza from Grupo La Mafia. He called in, man. We just wanted to surprise you a little quick.
Cool,
I don't know if it was a big surprise.
And I was gonna be like, man, I should ask him if he should call in or something, but I saw he's all, man. My cousin, he's a workaholic too, man. And as a musician, man, he plays literally probably all week. When he's not playing with La Mafia, he does gigs there in Houston, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then finally on the weekends they play with La Mafia. He'll go and do their tours. You know what I mean? Because I want to say they tour down a couple weeks at a time.
Yeah,
no, they take off sometimes.
They're always gone.
Yeah,
and to add icing to the cake, bro. When I get text messages in the middle of my show, again, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday doing what it's supposed to do. This is how I know it's doing what it's supposed to do. When I get messages from people that listen to a lot of music and maybe say, dude, I never heard of this cat, right? But I just heard his music. Holy shit, right? So
Yeah.
So again, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah,
that
for sure,
we're doing, we're supposed to be doing.
Definitely.
Saludos to the 1000s, right? They're tuning in. Shout out to the 1000s. They've been, dude, the mix this morning. Hombre, bro, I was dancing at the stoplights, homie. They had me moving, man. They had me moving. Dave, before we go into a new segment that we have, I want to ask you something, man. Do you think as a Tejano artist, and again, you're not new, you're new as yourself,
Yeah,
right? What do the fans need to do? What do we need to do as an industry to show more love to the young artist and to the new, not necessarily young, because you don't have to be young, but a new artist. I just, lately that's been it's been something that floats around social media, and I never really like to get in there because I don't want somebody to come be like, who do you think you are? And I don't do that drama shit. Well, sometimes I do, just depending on what it is. But what do we need to do, bro, as an industry? What do we need to do to revamp what we're doing so that way, we can grow together? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's a question that can be answered in a lot of ways, man, because a lot of people have different outtakes, man. But I would just say, I mean, as far as the first thing, social media, share your favorite artists, share the little artists, and even if sometimes people, they're going out and let's see who's playing at Beer Depot, or let's see who's playing at Mustangs, and they'll see, and it's just somebody they don't know, and they'll be like, forget it, I'll just stay at the house and hear some music. It's free, goddammit. Go. At least go buy some beer. Go buy a bucket. Go buy a bucket and give these guys a listen. You may get up and dance a song, and you may end up. We'll just go for a bucket, and then by the time you know it, Allah, madre, it's 2:00
and
in
then
the morning.
and then you're an Anthony de la Garza fan.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's how it should be, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just think as a whole, if everybody just did their part, I think we would grow. And when I mean by everybody, I mean the club owners, the promoters, the festivals. We know what festivals want. We know promoters want. They want the people they want the bands that are gonna bring the people in, right? The bar owners want the bands that are gonna bring people in because that means they're gonna buy more beer and more liquor. Mm-hmm. It's about money. I get it. But we have to find a way. We have to find a way where we're able to do that, but still showcase our new artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just find a way to squeeze them in or whatever.
I had even thought too, like, I mean, and it's just a thought, you know, my personal opinion. I always thought like, man, Frontera made it to like a big platform, man, to where, you know, they're everywhere now. And, you know, they do say they're Tejano. Why not get a Tejano band to open up for y'all when y'all come to San Antonio? You know, why not call like Musicales or somebody to come in and open up? Like,
Oh, shit.
like-
Hey, this is going to go Cat Williams quick, bro.
No, it's I mean, hey,
dude,
I mean,
you are absolutely right. That
You
should
have the
be like a
platform.
drum, cymbal, todo el pedo,
have-
whatever noise you make. Why?
you have the platform. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
if you're gonna put pictures of Jimmy Gonzalez, Joe Lopez, Los Palominos, David Lee, all these people that you drew their music, right? And of course, you're gonna get the people that argue. Fronteras, we get it, bro. We're not here to argue if they're Tejano, Norteño Light, the region. We don't care.
Yeah.
Right? The fact is, you come to San Antonio, you don't have an opening band. Literally, the amount of money they make, what would it hurt them to pay a Jay Perez or a David Lee Garza Los Musicales, right? Or La Tropa F, somebody
you
like
can
that.
You can even afford a La Mafia. You know what I mean?
Or
At
shit,
at an arena. You know what I mean?
even La Mafia. But what I'm saying is, you're right, bro. That is a great point. Why won't they do that?
I mean, it's. I mean, of course, you know, you want the people who are gonna, of course, like you said, the people who are gonna pull money and
Yeah.
you know, fill the seats of an arena. But I mean,
But the money's already there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, you're this band. You have this platform, man. You're gonna pack that stadium, man. And people are gonna be sitting there for an hour and a half, anyways, before you start, man. Throw a Tejano band in there, you know. Even if it's just here in Texas, you don't got to do it everywhere. Just here in the valley, or
Bro,
like San Antonio.
that is huge, man.
Yeah,
That is
you
huge.
know?
And I know there's some people that watch. Believe it or not, there's some people who watch that they don't comment, whatever, but they know people who know people who know people who talk to these people. That is a great point. That is if you're playing at the Frost Bank Center, you're playing at the Alamo Dome, ¿qué te cuesta to get a band that we know here in San Antonio or in Texas and open up for you? I can promise you this. You put a Jay Pettis, you put a Jay Pettis out there in front of the Frost, you know, in front of them at Frost Bank Center. I can guarantee you that everybody in that crowd is going to sing every one of his songs.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That for sure.
If anything, when Frontera comes on, everybody's gonna start leaving. You know what I mean?
Easy.
Because David Lee, Jay Pettis, man, them guys throw it down, man,
Oh
when they jam.
bro,
You know,
no, we
nothing but
got
energy,
to
old
see
school.
we got to see La Diferencia and David Lee on Sunday at Thirsty Horse. Big shout out to Rick. Chinga Rick. I'm giving Rick to Richie Balderrama. He filled in the shoes for our good friend Joey. Hope he's feeling better from J Rod Music. Joey Rodriguez, manager of David Lee Garza Los Musicales. He was at home, so he put somebody else in charge. And what do you think, Eddie? He did a good job. He passed.
Yeah, you did good.
He got a 90. He got a 90. I wouldn't give him 100, but he got a 90. He got a 90. Well, you know, Anthony, here, speaking of new artists, speaking of new music, we got a little clip that Eddie puts together every week, and it's called What's Bumper Bumpin'? And we like to put, whether they're existing artists, A artist, B artist, C artist, but if it's something that he comes across or I come across, I send it to him or he sends me like, hey, what do you think? And we put about 3, sometimes 4 songs together. We do a little mix and we call it What's Bumper Bumpin'? And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are watching, this is for you guys to see. There's new music out there, right? So now's your chance, right, to get your phones out, screenshot, whatever you got to do for all these new songs and new artists, existing artists, just new music for you guys to check it out. And tonight's What's Bumper Bumpin' is brought to you by our good friend, Mr. G-Man at Soundwave Productions Audio and Lighting. If you have a wedding, a quince, if you're a small band, you're a big band, you need some kind of production, you got to hit up Soundwave Productions Audio and Lighting. Let them know Bumper sent you. G-Man he will take care of you, man. He is an awesome dude. Mm-hmm. So again, saludos to G-Man for sponsoring this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
It's time to check out What's Bumper Bumping.
Ahora me alejo de ti porque tu vida no quiero amargar. Solo te haré llorar
What's Bumper Bumping?
Ese triste que subí para sentirme bien, para encontrar un poco de valor y no rendirme por una traición. No me dejé vencer por el dolor. Desde ese día yo he vuelto a renacer. No ha sido fácil, pero ya lo superé. Esta memoria solo me hizo comprobar que con el tiempo las heridas han cerrado. Hoy estoy bien.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Todos dicen que yo estoy vencido y que vivo llorando por ti, que no más pa' sufrir he nacido y que de pena me tengo que morir, que me tienes mujer tan cambiado que ya todo lo mismo me da, que de diario me miran borracho y no sé a dónde mi vida irá a parar.
And that is this week's What's Bumper Bumping?
Oh, yeah, baby. Check that out, man. Our good friend, Mr. Nathan Acosta, brand new vocalist of Grupo Secreto. I think the glove fits.
For sure, man.
Right?
That
Would you
dude's
agree?
awesome.
The glove fits. And then, of course, the middle song, ladies and gentlemen, don't go looking for it today. I believe it doesn't come out till Friday. This is the great thing about having a Tejano podcast is sometimes you get the music way in advance before it comes out. You get to jam it. And that was the case, I believe. I think Juan Trevino's doesn't come out until Friday. That's a brand new one by Juan Trevino, Grammy Award-winning Juan Trevino. And then we ended with our good friends, Los Arcos Hermanos Peña from West Texas, right? With Francamente, no, that was
Vencido.
Vencido, okay, Vencido. Great song, great guys. I got to hang out with them this weekend as well. It was just, it was super cool, man. So yeah, that's what Bumper's bumping this week. You know, every week, if you're an artist, yeah, I should not say that, right? Should I say it or no? We're gonna get bombarded. If you're an artist and you want your music to be played on What's Bumper Bumping, hit us up, hit me or Eddie up. We'd be glad to go through there and check it out and see if it'll make what's behind. If it'll make it, like we're having a top countdown or algo. Hey, let me ask you, what do you feel if Bumper was to do a Tejano countdown?
Oh, that'd be cool, man.
We already have 50 award shows. We have probably 50 countdowns. How would you feel if I was to do a countdown?
I think it'd be pretty good, man. I'd say you'd probably have to have one of the most official countdowns because you interview a lot of artists, you know. So I think you'd have more of a, because some countdowns you'll see like artists, you know, and some countdowns you'll see like, I mean, no, not like that. Because I mean, people look at my name too. I'm saying that because
Cat Williams is out the bag, baby. Cat Williams is not. Let me get him some tequila. This shit's getting good right here, boy.
It's nothing like that. Because I know people look at my name too, and they're like, you know, who's this dude? But that's what I mean by like, you know, like there's some that are like, you know, the names that are on there, and there's some that you don't. And but here it would be good because, like I said, you have majority of all the artists that everyone listens to.
I got you.
You know
well, we would be. I don't know. I tell Eddie all the time. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat room. What would you think if me? I'm gonna throw Eddie in there, so I don't be the only bad guy. But what do you think if me and Eddie, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we would come up with say our own, not 20 songs because that's hard, dude. I don't know how Rudy Trevino and them do that, but
A top 10.
maybe top 10 songs. But the way I see it, Anthony, and you're an artist, so you can give me your point, but I want to look at the chat and see what they think as well. But I think that maybe we wouldn't get some people to get interviewed. Like, they wouldn't want to be interviewed because we didn't put them on the top 10. Like, be like, hey, who does this guy think he is?
Yeah.
That guy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I should have been top 10 and I never made your top 10, so why am I going to go interview?
Or
so that's what I'm scared of.
You can leave it up to your listeners, you know? Your viewers that view in. That way, when somebody does tell you, like,
But then it becomes, but then when you do that, it becomes a popularity
ah,
contest.
pues ya, está
Yeah,
llorando
yeah,
already. You're
it's
crying.
damn if you do and damn if you don't, right?
Yeah,
Speaking of artists, look at that, right? Ruben Mendoza.
Ruben, watch out.
Check it out, the 181 boys or
Saludos,
right, the 181 boys.
Ex chamaco.
Ex chamaco. Ah, that chingada sounds bad. He's an ex chamaco.
He's
dog.
well, literally, he used to be a kid.
He is. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta bear with me. The bottle of tequila is not the usual one we have, so it's kind of hard to control and pour. We're bartenders here. We're everything.
You gotta just pour me a little one, because if not, I'm gonna be out here in the driveway all pedo.
Hombre, this doesn't do that to you, bro. This right here is made with love. It's made just for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. People think this bottle is made just for us, dog. We're gonna get our own label here soon.
Hell yeah.
Not the Mortefio. We're gonna get our own label. But have you ever had this before?
I haven't.
Okay, well, you're gonna try it here first on Bumpers.
I feel like I'm back in AJ's buzz, man. They'd be like, take a shot, and I'd be like, nah. And they'd be like, take it. And I'll be, shit.
You got to do it.
I'll do it though for my boy Bumper.
Dog. Right here, dog. Hey, here's to success, to everything that you touch from here on out.
Thank you,
right,
sir.
not only with the Garcia brothers, but especially for Anthony de la Garza.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Saigon, Texas.
Saludos. Holy shit. Sorry. That is good. That does not taste like bad at all.
John Robles like, give him two. Give him two.
Nah, don't give me two. No, that's so good, because if it was like regular, like a Patron or something, I'd be here all.
Oh, yeah. No. I like Patron too.
Yeah.
Saludos to Manuel Gomez. All right. He might be my primo watching from Caldwell, Idaho. I know it's cold as shit there.
Shout out to Art from the Conjunto Cats.
There
too.
you go.
He put my dog Thizzle. I used to play with the Crazy Pimps in 2008 on bass, and like we all had little nicknames and stuff, and they were like, "You need a nickname, man," and I was like, "Oh man," I was like, "Well." Back in high school, people call me like Thiz. What's up, Aunt Thizzle? Like, cause it was when Snoop Dogg was real big,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Chisel, my
what's
nizzle,
up, Thizzle?
Thizzle.
Yeah, so Thizzle. So I was like, they're kind of stuck for a little bit, you know.
Okay, and you like that name?
Man, that was the old me.
That was the ball fade.
That was the ball fade, Southside fade, old school cholo.
And what do you call that? What is that right there?
This is called dad mode right here.
Dad mode?
This is like
homie, don't make me stand up. I'll show you dad mode, dog.
This is dad mode on top and then party on the sides.
Hell yeah. No, Anthony, it's super cool, bro, that I get to interview somebody like you, right? Because you get it. You get it, right? You're just not a new artist expecting the world to hand you everything.
Yeah.
Here lately, I've been seeing a lot of comments of people have to pay their dues, right? Rib shot, but that people got to pay their dues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I agree with it in a sense, but also, hey man, sometimes a group or a artist comes that's once in a lifetime.
You're right.
And I mean, it's not a lot. It's not. I mean, it's 1 out of 1,000 or 10. You know what I mean? But they do exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just think that so many people hold that over people's head, and I think that really holds us back as a genre, as an industry, right? Like you got to pay your dues before you pay at this time or that time. Hey, dude, if the band's paying and then they're playing for free, challenge, homie, like, let me play. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel? How do you agree with that? Like, should there be kind of like a medium there in between?
I agree. Like, it's to an extent, man. I feel like you do have to pay your dues, like, because, like, I mean, you can't just come out. I mean, there like you said, there are cases where you do have a band that comes in and they just got it. Or a band gets a musician and the dude just has it, the dude is badass at the accordion or the bajo or the drums, But I mean, at the same time, like, you can't really like stop that. I mean, what do you got to do, or what do you got to say if a band comes in and all of a sudden everyone likes them, and then you're like, no, they haven't played this play, or they haven't played at fanfare, Like, no, man, like, man, just as long as these dudes are jamming and man, they're getting people in that door, they're winning, the club's winning. Like, I mean, that's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
You know what, Anthony? I'm me and Eddie. We're trying. We really are trying to just get more people involved, dude, and love new artists, right? Because it's almost like we're Suavecito. I listen to him sometimes. He don't know that I'm on, but I'll watch. Sometimes
he'll go
his
in.
his boss is here, but I don't. He'll go off on rants on TikTok, But I would tell you probably 80% of the time he's right on point, right?
Yeah.
But it just takes somebody nobody wants to be the guy to say those
that,
words.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
And people probably watching, they're like, no, hombre, ese vato es puro just pleito. Like,
Yeah,
but I
no.
mean, at the same time, I mean, he's not like down talking anybody. He's kind of just giving his point of view of what he sees from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can agree to it and we don't have to, it's just kind of his opinion,
Yeah, I hear like Darth Vader, dude. Somebody's overtaking. Somebody's screaming. Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Man, we've had a lot of alien activity this episode, you know what I mean?
Oh shit! No, I don't know, Anthony. It's like I really sometimes I lay in bed, bro, before I go to sleep, and I think of things like, of course, I say my nightly prayers, but I try to. No manches, neta, you really gonna shoot a gun during the show, fool?
It's puro seguin outside.
Wow,
right now.
dude, what is?
Seguin. They're outside your window right now.
I'm like, what is that noise? We're in Saigon, baby. We're in Saigon.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's you. You're making the noise. No, I. That's why I asked you, like, what do we got to do as an industry to get more people out there, and I don't know, man. It's tough, dude. Like,
You want to know something, Bumpers? What I think is like we gotta. I mean, yeah, we do want to get our genre back to where it was like in the '90s, when they had these big labels and stuff.
yeah,
But I guess it's just me getting older, man. Like when I was younger, you're hungry and you're like, man, we're gonna take over. I got this. I got to do this. I got to do that. I know what to do. But to me, like, I mean, we should. I mean, whether we make it back to the point we were before or not, like, we still got to make good music because this is our culture, man. This is like Tejano. Like, ain't nobody else in the world doing this but us. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like Beyonce can come in here and be like, I'm gonna make a Tejano album now. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
she's not gonna do that because
don't say that, dog. Don't say that.
You know what I mean?
We might have her here next week at Fanfare. She might be under the
right?
bridge. She might be under the bridge next week.
Hot Tejano stage. Here we go.
Beyonce going Tejano.
Yeah,
She's gonna be going Tejano.
Yeah. But I just feel like it's just we just gotta do it just to keep our community going, man, our culture going, because like when I'm not here, like we need these kids that are coming up, and what's badass is like these kids now, they have schools, they have in the valley, they got these classes teaching them.
Not just in the valley.
Yeah, and San Antonio.
We got
now,
right here in the south side of San Antonio. What school was it? Were you paying attention?
I saw something, but I forgot the name.
It's somebody help me out. There's a school here. I know the South Side San Antonio, the Cardinals have it, but there was also another school. They were at the award show.
Awards, yeah.
They performed, and that's cool. And you know what? I got to interview those guys, and you know what? They really love it. They like it, bro. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's you go to Tejano events, and it's like, man, the youngest person you'll see is maybe 34, 33 years old. Like those are the chavalitos at a concert.
Yeah, for sure.
But another thing, and I've said this before, I think somebody said earlier about maybe doing more festivals with new artists. Well, I think growing up, I won't say Eddie because he's a lot younger than me, but growing up the way I grew up, you're a lot younger than me too. The music, like we could be a teenager and we could go into a nightclub. You'd walk around with these huge X's on your hand. But you could go and you could go see La Mafia. You could go see Maz. You could go see the Flames and everything that they do. And it was like, dude, this is super badass. And what you just said, it's who we are. That's the way I saw it. Like, why am I gonna go pay? And I'm not knocking it, right? TLC comes to town. You want to pay $250 a ticket, then go ahead, right? But the way you pay the $250 a ticket, you shouldn't bitch when it's $15 to go and show support to our own cultura. And I'm not talking getting into racist stuff. I'm just saying support who we are. And as Tejanos, Chicanos, I think we're the worst at that.
Because it could be like Home Alone. Imagine if this shit was just gone like that.
And
I mean, yeah, you listen to rap or you listen to, rock or country, but once it's really gone, man, you'll really notice like, oh shit, I really did listen to Tejano music a lot.
Yeah.
Like my parents, my grandparents.
You don't
like,
realize it till you're later, right?
Yeah.
It was Edison High School.
There we go.
Shout out to Edison High School. I was interviewing the guys and we were going around and everybody was they were like really shy. I'm like, dude, you guys are going to sing on stage. You won't even talk to this hot iron? Like, what's going on here? But one of the guys that I did see, I said, man, you've been in my studio. I know you. And he just kind of like got real quiet. He was the accordion player. He used to play for La Sombra. They used to call him the little Angelito or something like that. Okay. But he jammed there with the Edison High School. It was really, really cool. No, man, I just like to bring that up because you're younger. I like to see your point of view. Where do you see yourself in 1 year, bro?
In 1 year?
Yeah, and this goes back to that question, right? When you're gonna draw the hard line and when you're gonna let go of the Garcia brothers and do your thing, full time. Where do you see Anthony De La Garza 1 year from today, bro?
Man, it's weird because I'm one of those guys that kind of just take life day by day. You know what I mean? I try not to look forward. I try to just live in the moment. But in 1 year, man, I mean, honestly, I'm a guy of limited means, so I just in a year, I just still hope I'm doing music, man. My music, whether I'm still with Garcia Brothers or not, and a good father, man. That's honestly, I mean, even before music, I can say like I'm a father before music, man. So like, I will do anything. Like this weekend, we're supposed to play in Brownsville on Friday, and my son's gonna have like a little procedure done, which is nothing bad. It's just a little dental procedure. But I told these guys like, hey, man, I'm not gonna be rushing to leave, so I don't know if I'm gonna go. Which it sucks. You think like, oh la madre, this guy's gonna leave a band. They're gonna play with De Parranda and Pesado. We're gonna play at I think it's the Sombrero Fest out there.
Yeah, Sombrero Fest.
And I told him, look, man, they're barely gonna let us know when he's gonna do it. So I'm gonna schedule around that, man, because I'm not gonna be rushing to leave, man. Like I'm gonna make sure my son's cool before I head out on the road. Yeah. And luckily everything got figured out. But I mean that's the main thing, man. Is just as long as I'm still making music, and man, I'm just a good father, man. That's the only thing I really kind of pride myself on, man.
That's awesome, bro. That is an amazing answer because at the end of the day, that's what we should be before anything. And being a father is not an easy thing.
Nope. But it's the best thing, man.
It is, man. But I think I'm gonna catch shit for this. But I think being a father, we're underrated. Right, the moms and shout out to the moms, right? The moms,
yes, shout
it's
out
like
to the moms,
they're expected to do these things. Like you're a mom, so you have to get up, you have to feed the family. You know what I mean? And like the dad, well, you just got to work and make money. But there's more than being a dad than just work and making money. Yeah. And I'll be the first to tell you. I mean, I did that for years. Like
for sure.
You provide for your family, and as long as they're not starving and they got clothes on their back, you expect to do, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah, but at the same time, like when I say we're underrated, is like people don't see the stress that a dad goes through.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't see like, hey man, I got to make sure this, I got to make sure that, I got to do this and that. Right. And those are the things that just kind of get overlooked. And you're not looking for a pat on the back, right? You're not looking for like, hey, you're just a great dad. No, it's just life. Like things that you got to do. It's just.
And what's crazy is sometimes like I'm getting ready, man. And like, for instance, say like I go play Friday and, like I'm getting dressed. Oh man, here real quick. And then I hop out the van and, I'm going to make a quick call just to make sure my boy's okay or text. Yeah. And there's still people that, hey, una foto, I'm not even fully dressed. And you're still like trying to call back home. You're still trying to take care of what's going on back home. Bro? He's 6 years old.
Oh, bro, that's that's the best years, dude. You probably got about another 4 years. Yeah, when they hit about 11 or 12, after they start like, hey, Dad, calmalo with the hugs, no kisses, like, hey, you know what I mean? But my son's 10, bro, and he still lets me hug on him. He'll let me, like, I won't give him a kiss in front of his friends, right? But he'll let me give him a hug or you know, stuff like that. My older kids, not too much. But those are my Marine days. I didn't even have a kiss in me, bro.
But the good thing about me is I'm real like that with my son too, man. He has autism, so he's real touchy and he likes to hug me and he likes to be around me, you know. Yeah. And me and my dad, you know, I love my dad so much, you know, he was always in our life, but like you say, man, it was tough love. Like if I were to hug my dad, he'd be like, "Hey, what the hell?
What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. Back off, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So you know, I try to.
But it's who we are, Anthony.
Yeah,
it's,
for
it's,
sure.
It's our machismo, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's being a Chicano, man. Well, you know, we had What's Bumper Bumping. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we got a brand new segment just for you guys. Maybe you guys don't listen to morning radio or you don't listen to radio during the day. You just wait to get all your information from Bumpers and Wacky Wednesday. Well, we've teamed up with our good friends at Tejano Nation, right, to bring you what's going on in La Onda Tejana, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, our very first time bringing you Tejano Nation news right here from Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Hola, it's Romeo, and here's the latest from TejanoNation.net. Michael Salgado is marking an incredible milestone in 2025, 30 years in the music industry. The two-time Latin Grammy winner is embarking on a special anniversary tour featuring a mix of timeless classics and fan-favorite hits from an extensive catalog celebrating his remarkable 3-decade career. Michael reflected on his 30-year journey in an interview with the Bo Corona Show.
You know, we've got a lot of dates coming up here in different areas. But I mean, it's crazy to think that it's already been 30 years. You know, it just seemed like it was a couple of days ago.
Michael added what fans would expect from his performances.
So we just start from the beginning and go, you know, and kind of pull some songs from each album we know people love, and they just start asking for stuff too. And so on the 30th tour, that's what we're doing. We're doing a lot of the old stuff, but that's kind of what the set list looks like. So we're definitely going to hear a lot of hits.
The tour, which is already underway, spans across Texas, California, Idaho, and beyond, with more dates to be added soon. Michael teased you may even see a 90s nostalgia look from the star.
You might even see me wear one of my old jackets that I used to wear back in those days. And who knows, if I get the nerve, I might even shave my beard if I go back 90s. But nobody wants me to do that.
Listen to the full interview with Michael Salgado and get full details on the 30th anniversary tour at TejanoNation.net. Lucky Joe is opening up about the importance of health after experiencing a scare over the weekend that led him to the emergency room. The 46-year-old singer spent several hours in the ER after feeling an abnormal sensation in his chest, a moment that made him reflect on his health and the need for taking medication seriously. Lucky Joe provided more details in a heartfelt video on social media.
I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I'm doing good. I just wanted to come on here live and let you guys know what happened, right?
He explained that a sharp electric-like shock in his chest prompted him to go to the hospital despite his initial hesitation, and doctors discovered that his blood pressure was dangerously high, a result of him not taking his prescribed hypertension medication regularly.
And that's where I'm at fault. And I had stopped taking it because it would make me cough a lot. So when I would be singing, I would cough a lot, so it wouldn't let me perform.
The doctor treated him, and Lucky Joe stressed the importance of monitoring health and taking medications.
You have to monitor it, you have to stay on your medication, and you have to be persistent about taking your meds. If you guys are taking any kind of meds, please don't forget to take it. I had to go through something like this to say this.
Lucky Joe's recent health scare serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of staying on top of our health, and Lucky Joe is set to embark on his 2025 tour with an album release expected this spring. Get full details at TejanoNation.net. Get full details at TejanoNation.net. I'm Romeo with Tejano Nation, your number one source for Tejano News.
There you guys go right there. Un saludos to Romeo and Tejano Nation. This is what Lucky Joe meant to tell you guys. He has a pain in his chest and he can't breathe. That's what happened. He had a pain in his chest and he couldn't breathe. Right? No, man. Big hug. I'm glad he's doing good. Big hug to Lucky Joe and his whole band. But yeah, he had a pain in his chest and he couldn't breathe, Anthony. That's what happened.
Shout out to Joey Rodriguez too, man. Prayers to him and
Yes, sir,
everything
for
he's
sure,
going to,
man.
you know what I mean?
We're praying for J Rod Music, J Rod Entertainment. I check on him every day, man. He's doing well. So those of you guys that are checking in on Joey, he's doing good, and he's at home recovering. So we hope to have him back and ready to go for our big festival that we got coming up. Anthony, you know, in the world that we live in, here in Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, every now and then we touch it. We don't like to, but we touch politics. We talk religion. We talk life. We talk about shit that people really don't want to talk about sometimes,
Let's
right?
talk about it.
But you had the reverse thing happen to you of what's happening now in the United States.
I sure did.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this dude went into Mexico and got deported back to the United States.
Right?
How did the hell did that happen,
that's
bro?
What I'm saying. Oh, man, it's a
You gotta
long
condense
story.
it. You gotta
It's a
long
I'll
story. You gotta
try to
condense it.
condense it a little bit. So this was before I had got with AJ, and I was playing with Garcia Brothers the first time, man, and we were gonna go do a gig in Saltillo, Coahuila, which we were gonna drive from Laredo, the valley, somewhere in the valley, to Monterrey, where we stayed in our rooms and stuff, and then Saltillo was like an hour. So those shows don't run till late, so we didn't have to leave till later, you know.
Right.
So we crossed into Mexico, and when you get into Mexico, you got to stop and you got to get your permiso, right? You got to get a permiso. Well, we always did that, but this time we were running late because of to get in. It was like a little bit longer. Hey man, we got to go because he has interviews, which that's why I say it's a long story, man. Because when you hear it, it's like, bro, I feel like something was iffy the whole time, man. For real, man. And so, like, we got to go in to get these permisos, man. And, which we always did. And they're like, oh, well, we're running late. Let's just go. You know, they don't really ask for them anyways. Which, honestly, man, they had never really, like, the past few times I had gone a few times already with them. And they had never gave us, like, a problem where they had to ask for them. Or when we crossed back, they never asked for them back or nothing like that. So going, it was kind of like, whatever. But at the same time, it was like, you know. And so, like, we go to Mexico. We go to Monterrey. Joey does some interviews there. We're at the room. We have a few drinks at the bar. Later on at night, we go to Saltillo. And we get there. And as soon as we get there, like, we walk in and we check out the salon, see how everything's going, how it looks. And then Joey's son comes and he's like, hey, man, these guys, I think they're cops. They want to talk to y'all, like, on the room upstairs. And we're like, oh, man, what the fuck? Like, okay, like, so right away, honestly, the dudes from the other band, Joey's sons were with us. Hey, man, here, they gave them some shirts from their band and said, here, y'all wear these and act like y'all are with us while they go up and do that, you know? So, but they're from the other band, you know? So, okay, cool, like, whatever. We go upstairs and then, like, they're kind of like, right away, ¿dónde están los permisos? And we're like, bro, what the? Out of all the times y'all asked.
And the place is packed, Anthony?
I mean, we had got there a little early, so people were still kind of getting in there. It was luckily, like, early, but, like, I mean, we still had, like, a few hours to the show, but they were in there and, like, y'all got just permisos. And we kind of the promoter kind of tried to say, well, we left them at the rooms in Monterrey. It's just an hour away.
Yeah.
Well, no, y'all got to come with us to the station and this and that. And, okay, so, hey, we're going to have to go with them. All right, well, hopefully, I guess maybe we're going to go and, I mean, we'll pay a fine or something and we'll get our paperwork or whatever. So we go, man, and I didn't know till after we passed up the place and we pull over and the dude sitting in front calls the promoter like, hey, get off the van. And so they get off the van, man, and they get off for like not even a minute. And they get back in the van, and then they reverse, and then they go into the immigration station or whatever it is. And so right away, like, the promoter was like, he tried to get some money, man. Like, he was telling us, hey, give me this much. But when he was asking for it, there was another car from the station, like, pulling up. So he saw them, and he was like, la madre, like, get back in the van. Like, he didn't want to make the deal. So we went in there, man, and we were there, like, figuring out what's going to happen. By the time I know, like, they're taking us one by one into this room, and I'm kind of, like, walking back and forth, like, man, what's going on in there? And then I see Joey taking off his shoelaces and his belt. I'm like, oh hell no, bro. They're booking us in this mofo, bro. I was like, nah, like this is not happening, bro. They're taking my homie's shoelaces. Like that's it. You know, we're getting booked. So I tell Oscar Garcia at the time he was playing with us. He still is. And I tell him, hey man, they're booking us in here, bro. They're taking all of Joey's stuff, and we'll see what's going on. So they get us in there, man, and we literally they booked us all in. The promoter, luckily we had it was supposed to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday weekend over there. So luckily it was Thursday night. So the next morning, the lawyers, everyone was still open, you know. So they end up telling us, y'all are gonna stay here, you know, this and that. And we're like, bro, what the hell? And the promoter's like, I can't do nothing right now. This guy's asking for X amount of dollars, and I can only take so much out of the ATM. So in the morning, we're gonna come back. We'll be back in the morning. Bro, we walk in there to this room, and they take us into this place where everyone's sleeping, all these dudes. And as soon as we walk in there, I don't know how they knew, but they're like, pinches americanos and no valen B. And for real, dude, oh man. And before we walk in there, Oscar's like, hey man, if we got to, bro, we're gonna have to throw some bows, bro. If these dudes start coming at us, we're gonna have to start swinging, you know, cat arms and throw noodle arms and whatever, you know, just, you know.
Hey,
just,
if you had to guess, how many people you think were in that room?
Man,
30,
at least
40?
40 or 50 males. Because they took us into that room, and Oscar was like, hey man, we gotta stick together. So
so what did they leave you with? They took away your
belt.
belt.
They left me with my clothes. They just took off the shoelaces and our belts, and they took away our belongings.
You better be lucky you weren't wearing zoot suits, bro.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I could have been in there all looking fly, all like that against the wall and shit. But no, man. So they took us into that room, and they were kind of already harassing us a little bit verbally, and we were what's funny is we were hey man, we gotta stick together when we go in there. So as soon as we go in there, we'll find an area where we can sleep or whatever. So they had these big old I don't know how concrete studs where everyone could just put a mat on and you could just lay on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we find 3, and man, me, Joey, and Oscar run to it, and then the Baja player Carlos had to sleep way in the hell over there by himself. Shout out to Carlos Martinez.
Hey, bro, how long were y'all in there for?
So we were in there. I'm trying to sum it up. So we were in there for maybe a day and a half, 2 days, man. So
what did they give you to eat,
well,
bro?
No, check it out. So the next morning, we finally mind you, when we went in there, it was barely 10 o'clock because the night was barely gonna start 10, 11 o'clock. So finally in the morning, they let us out into it looked like a gymnasium where they had us at an old school a deserted gymnasium.
Yeah.
And we all walk out, and then out of the opposite way, another 40 or 50, but females with kids walk out, and they're all in there, man, just, you know, chilling. So we're kind of waiting for time. We're trying to see what's going on. The promoter comes, they call us into the office, and the guy walks out, and the promoter's like, hey man, this dude's asking for cash, but he doesn't want to do nothing because of the cameras, and then there's people walking in and this and that. And so we're like, oh, bro, what the hell, man? So we're still waiting. We go inside. We finally start talking to some people, and they end up giving us food. And man, I just fucking threw that shit on the floor. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna eat this shit. It shit looked nasty. And Oscar was there, badass, eating it. Oh shit. I didn't know beans had bones and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh
you know what I mean?
man.
Yeah. So then we're waiting, man, and we finally talked to this one dude that he was kind of seemed like he was the head honcho in them,
right?
You know. So he's kind of asking us what's going on, and he's like, "Oh man, y'all are American. Don't worry. Just wait. Y'all are gonna get out. Okay." So this is the next day, and the guy's telling us y'all don't worry, bro. Y'all got it. And then so the whole day, man, we're figuring out what's going on, and then finally about 8 o'clock maybe, there goes a call to the payphone that's inside the jail. And we don't think nothing of it. Some dude goes and answers it, and we're thinking it's somebody who's been here.
Yeah.
Somebody's calling him, and the dude answers. He's like, "Joey Garcia," and we're like, "What the hell?" Oh shit! So Joey walks over there, and he's there on the phone. And by the time I know, don't bro, orderly. You know what I mean? And then he's on the phone for 2 or 3 minutes, man. He comes back, and he's like, "Hell yeah!" He's like, "Hey, bro, we're gonna get out." I was like, we were like, who's that? He's like, bro, it's the American consul from America, from over here in Mexico. Like I guess the promoter, his lawyers had advised to call the American consul and let him know everything that was going on. And they called like, hey, they were saying like, Mr. Garcia, are y'all all right in there? Like, are y'all good? Like, is everything like, you know, is y'all good?
Yeah.
And we're like, Joey's like, yeah, man, we're just trying to get the hell out of here. And they're like, nah, man, we're gonna get y'all out right now. Like, don't worry about it. We're gonna call in the office now, and then we're gonna get them to get y'all out.
Yeah.
So we wait about like 10, 15 minutes, and then like those guards come and they pull us into this room. And no, I'm sorry. Somebody called again inside to the office to the cell and was like, hey, we can't get y'all tonight. But no, yeah. So we can't get y'all tonight. But in the morning, everyone was pissed because they had to come in on their day off to do our release paperwork. So they're like, y'all are gonna get out in the morning. They're gonna put y'all on a separate sleeping environment. They're gonna give y'all more blankets and pillows and all this shit. And I think Oscar needed like some medicine too. And they're like, they're gonna go to the pharmacy and get Oscar's medicine too. And don't worry, like, and as soon as the morning came up, man, like the morning came up and like, well, no, the night before they brought us some more stuff. And one of the guys, the guard that brought us, he was like, hey, ustedes son los Garcia brothers. And we're like, yeah. And he's like, órale. He started, canta una canción, carnal. Like, no, hombre.
Yeah, get us the fuck out of here. We'll sing a song.
Yeah, you know, get us out of here, man, you know. And so, like, all of a sudden, like, he's like, nah, man, y'all are good. Like, he was kind of, like, telling us, like, yeah, these guys are kind of pissed off because everyone has to come in tomorrow to do y'all's release paperwork. But don't worry, like, I'll keep you on the loop before I get out of my shift. Like, I'll let y'all know everything that's going on. So we were like, cool, man, awesome. In the morning, man, they call us to like the office. The promoters in there with like food. And there's like a lady from the American consul in there, like, are y'all all right? Like, yeah, cool. And then one of the dudes from there, like one of the officers, he was kind of like mouthing off like about us. And dude, that lady from the American consul was like chewing his ass out, bro. Like,
they got a lot of pull, right?
Yeah, man, like chewing
anyway,
him out,
and then you cross right back over. You're
so like, instead of just like, okay, y'all can go back, because like from Saltillo to the valley maybe like three and a half hour drive.
Yeah.
But just to be assholes, they were like, well, y'all really got popped here in Coahuila, so we gotta deport you back to somewhere where Coahuila's at. So we have to send you 5 hours to Eagle Pass to get deported there. And so we were like, oh man, you know what I mean? So we leave, man, and the promoter right away, he told the driver we had stopped to put gas, and he's like, hey, bro, I got this cash, man, that the dude wanted. Like, I'll give you some, bro, if you just let them come with me, because we had another gig. Like, we missed 2 gigs already, so we were going to go back and do that.
You were going to go play another gig in Mexico?
We were going to go do that last gig in Mexico. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Lock their ass up one more time.
Yeah, dude. So, like, so the dude was like, the driver, honestly, he was down, bro, because he was like, it's my day off. So he was like, I'm down. So he told the other dude, and the other dude was like, nah, we can't do that because we got to make sure they cross. There's going to be paperwork and stuff.
Yeah.
So the dude was like, the promoter was like, well, I'll give you this much, bro. Just gun it as fast as you can. So there we were, bro, like 110 miles an hour, all the way to Eagle Pass. We made it in like 3 hours, the 5-hour drive. Yeah, bro.
That's freaking wild,
and then
bro.
Get there. And at the time, my ex, I had told her, go to Eagle Pass and pick me up there. I think these guys are going to get a ride to the valley to go pick up the van.
Yeah.
But pick me up and
I'm ready to go home.
I'm ready to go home. And just for her to get there to Eagle Pass and me to get to Eagle Pass and be like, hey, man, they want us to go back to Mexico to do that last gig.
With permisos this time.
With permisos this time. So
she had to wait in Eagle Pass for you?
No, she went home, and luckily she was understanding. You know, she comes from a musical family too. So
I would have been
at the time, like
I would be like, what?
Yeah,
hey,
for sure.
You walking home, dog.
Yeah, for sure, man. So we ended up having to go back in, get our permisos, drive back to Monterrey from Eagle Pass, and we ended up getting there like at 1 a.m, and then we played from like 4 to 5:30 in the morning, man.
Yeah, Mexico's a different beast, bro. That's freaking wild.
That was a crazy.
Where else are you gonna hear
man.
stories like this, but other than Bumpers Wacky Wednesday? And we couldn't do this show without the help of a lot of our friends. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you guys go out there and support everybody who's supporting Tejano music and especially supporting Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Looking to purchase your dream home or what to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Blue Agave Travel proudly presents Tejanos in Paradise 2026. No passport required, selling out of the Port of Galveston with a full-service casino, dancing, and more. February 1st through the 7th on Carnival Cruise Ship Dream. Register today, 512-375-5711, or go to TejanosInParadise.com.
Lleva tu música al siguiente nivel con bajos sextos M3. Bajos sextos y bajo quintos, 100% profesionales, hechos a mano con la mejor calidad. Perfectos para cubrir todas tus necesidades musicales y a precios accesibles. Llama ahora al 2102-041-903 o búscalos en Facebook e Instagram. Bajo Sextos M3. La música comienza aquí.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
¿Qué me hubiera gustado saber antes de comenzar mi proceso de inmigración? Que con Villa Immigration Lawyers no estás solo. En Villa creemos en un servicio de inmigración diferente. No somos solo abogados, somos tus compañeros en este viaje hacia tu nuevo hogar. Llámale al attorney René Sarazúa al 210-97-910-18. En Villa eres parte de nuestra comunidad y de la familia Villa. Estamos aquí para apoyarte en cada paso del camino. Con Villa Immigration Lawyers, no estás solo. Comencemos este viaje juntos y hagamos de Estados Unidos tu nuevo hogar.
Hey guys, it's Leo Correa with Grupo La Calma and Internet and Marketing Manager here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. Our General Manager, Mr. Anthony Patterson, a huge fan of Tejano music. So we are proud to announce that we are proud sponsors of the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday, guys, if you know anyone, family member, friends that is in the market right now, make sure you come by and visit us here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. You can visit us online, www.ronhoover.com. If you're in the market for a fifth wheel, we have both C classes, A classes. We have travel trailers, everything that you need to make memories with your family. Come by over here. We're located at 1529 East 2nd Street. 1529 East 2nd Street here in Odessa, Texas, or give me a call. Our cell phone number is 210-906-3796. We're here for you guys, and come by and see why everyone's talking about Ron Hoover of Odessa, Texas, your West Texas. Yes, guys. Vámonos.
Imagine a porch that protects itself, a door that locks on its own. Imagine being in two places at once, lights that work like magic. Imagine what you could do in a home like that. Now, stop imagining. Call Laura Hernandez at 210-262-8402 to start protecting your family and home with Vivint today.
And we're back. I was just telling Anthony, my Vivint rep, I can call 24/7.
Man.
They might not answer my question. It might be the next morning, but you'll get your question answered. No, Eddie?
They close at 10
They-
Leave a message.
Leave a message. Don't call after 10 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us a little bit late, we're here with Anthony de la Garza, brand new recording artist. Hot Tejano's very first, the Hot Tejano radio app. They also have a record label, and this is their very first artist that they have on the record label. And saludos to Andrew Polido and all the Hot Tejano crew for believing in Anthony, bro, and putting, you know what I'm saying, putting you in the studio, putting three songs together, bro. I love the potpourri, the borrachito, but bro, the one you did with your primo, bro, that thing is, there's just, that song just has a flow to it that's just, te agarra, right? Like, there's just some songs, bro, that you listen to, and they just grab you, right? Like Carlos is right there from.
That's him.
Yeah, there he is.
Carlos is the one that had to sleep by himself.
Gave us beans with bones.
You were for real.
Hey, and Oscar was there all like, man, this pan dulce is great. I'm like, what are you
Oh my
talking about over
goodness!
here?
So what Anthony didn't tell you guys is that story. When we were playing the commercials, he let us know what really happened. So while he was in there, the guy came by with a little cart, and he had a Bible. And he looked at Anthony, and he, you know, when the guy didn't want to move, he put the Bible up, and he said, "Get behind me, Satan! Get behind me!"
The names fail.
Oh shit! Because the guy told Anthony, "I like your shirt."
I was dressed up in my zoot suit, and he's like, "I like your pants. Why don't you take off your pants?"
Oh man, she ran off with my brother. Oh goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live here in San Antonio from the studio here at Bumpers and Wacky Wednesday with my good friend Anthony de la Garza. If you guys don't know who he is, tonight, after tonight's show, do me this huge favor. I need you to do 4 things for me. And they're real simple.
Damn, 4?
4 things. It's totally simple. It's your homework to do between now and next Thursday. I'm giving you an extra day. Right? 4 things. 1, download Borrachito. 2, ¿cómo se llama the new one with David?
Download Muero Sin Ti.
Yeah, Muero Sin Ti. And then the third one.
Imposible Porporri.
Imposible Porporri. So you download those 3 songs, right? You download those 3 songs, and then do me one more extra favor. I don't care where you're at in the world, whether you're watching in Kuwait, whether you're watching in South Korea, Okinawa, Hawaii, Jordan,
McQueenie,
Iraq, Afghanistan, all the places I went. Right? No, if you're watching from anywhere in the world, man, and you love Tejano music, download the Hot Tejano app. Right? Do yourself a favor, download the Hot Tejano app. You will not, I promise you, I'll just warn you, like I've told you the last 2 weeks, when you download the app and you play it in your car, make sure you turn your volume down. Don't leave the volume halfway up and hit that app. You're gonna be pissed off. I promise you. Turn it down, right, and work your way up. Okay, don't start at your normal volume because you're gonna be really upset, right? And Andrew's not responsible for popping speakers. So do me that favor, right? Download his 3 singles. Anthony de la Garza's 3 singles, and then also download the Hot Tejano app. We would greatly appreciate it. And then, of course, if you're feeling extra credit, like, subscribe, and share. Ellie has been doing an outstanding job on our Facebook has grown, and the last 4 months has grown more than it's ever grown with the speed that it's growing. So if you haven't already subscribed to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on Facebook, make sure that you subscribe. And then if you're a YouTuber, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, right? Bumper Gomez's channel, and you can stay up to date with everything. Send them my way for a radio show. For a radio show. We got you, Biggie. We got you. We'll send them your way. Also, if you guys want to follow Anthony on his social media, right? All you guys got to do is, Eddie's really good with this, is take a picture of the QR code down at the bottom. He's got the Hot Tejano QR code. Okay, disregard that one. The one to the right, to your right? Do we have that, Eddie? Do we have the QR code for Anthony? Oh, that's it right there. Okay, so make sure you guys download that or take a picture of it and give it to his social media. You can follow him on there. Anthony, so if somebody right now really digs your music and is looking for you to play for a quince, a wedding, just a party, you have 3 singles out. Are you gonna play those 3 singles 10 times, or what happens?
I mean, it depends. I mean, if they're dancing, I'm gonna keep the song going for like 20 minutes.
20 minutes, a potpourri 3 times in a row. Wow.
Be like, Cat, I'm trying to go home, man. What's going on? You know what I mean?
That's
No,
it.
like, I mean, that's why, like, it goes back to me saying, like, I want to have like a good group of guys, man, because I mean, I am working on some more music to where I'll be releasing an EP sometime in the near future soon. But I also want guys that, you know, if we're gonna go and we're gonna play my music, but we're gonna, I mean, guaranteed you're gonna have to throw something out there that the crowd, you know, will cover. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got you.
I want to have guys that are gonna be able.
So
to,
are you? I mean, if it doesn't interfere with the Garcia brother gig, you are open right now for gigs.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, you'll make it happen.
Yeah, if it doesn't interfere, because I even help out bands too. Like when I don't have gigs, man. Like I help out. Like shout out to Imposible from Houston.
Okay.
I helped out those guys a few times. Roberto Polido, I sat in with him a few times too. So like anybody, man. If you're on my Facebook, they'll tell you like. If I'm open, I'm more than willing to help anybody out. Whether you're a known artist or if you're just an artist starting out, like I'll still go help you out. You know.
If the money's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. We gotta
right, and if it's for bajo sexto, bajo quinto, it's got to be the last resort.
Yeah, when it comes to bass and drums, you know, we'll sign a LeBron contract, but when it comes to bajo, I gotta be third string. You know.
I got you. Well, you know what, Eddie? Can we spin up the song with Dave? I want to hear a little bit of that. I want the crowd to hear a little bit of that. We didn't play it in the beginning. He's working his magic over there, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all hope y'all ain't throwing me out now. I was about to call a few people over here and have a party or something. I was playing.
Damn,
Nah,
like that.
I'm
No,
just
speaking of parties, right? Speaking of parties, me and Eddie, we're about to be we're doing our first annual. You got it on? All right, I'll shut up.
He pasado esperando y los minutos amargos me hieren. Por las noches te extraño.
Let us know what you think in the comments, ladies and gentlemen.
Tengo más en qué pensar. He querido olvidarte y solo encuentro que te amo más. Todo mi amor te lo entregué, por eso muero sin ti, así no puedo seguir. Todo mi amor se
Well, I'm excited. Anthony's not too excited. He's like, man, I've done heard that song about 20 million times.
I heard it like 100 times before it even came out. You know.
Oh my good, ladies and gentlemen, that was just, bro. If you didn't feel that song, like I don't know, maybe you're hiding under a rock or something. But I know everybody on Facebook, nothing but fire emojis, fire. It's awesome. People on YouTube says it's excellent. I'm getting messages on Messenger saying it's got that old school mafia vibe. And that's kind of why I asked you, right? Because you know the borrachito and the imposible is like kind of conjunto-ish,
Yeah,
right?
uh-huh.
And then you come up with something like this. I think if you stay true to that, Anthony, just make whatever you want to make, right?
Yeah,
Don't be so specific. You know, I don't want. I hate bringing up another artist, but he does a great job at it. J.R. Gomez.
Yeah.
J.R. Gomez, he does conjunto and he can do tejano. I call him the chameleon, right? That dude can do anything. But I just think it's cool that he's able to do that with whatever band he has, right? You know what I mean?
It's all about how you put in the instruments, man. Because like that Muero Sin Ti, if you were to hear that without any of the other tracks on it and just hear the bass and the drums by itself, man, it has like a conjunto drive to it. Like it has the conjunto
compás.
beat, the compás to it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's also what blends that with the La Mafia, with like that keyboard vibe with my cousin.
Yeah.
And then just some of the feel I put on the bass that kind of gives it like it gives you that conjunto feel, but it also gives you that vibe, that Tejano vibe, to where you know you can play it at a club, you can play it at a dance, you know what I mean, and dance to it, you know what I mean.
Nah, for sure, man. And again, just it really warms my heart when I look at when I get a chance to jam a song and kind of look at the comments as they're coming in live to see the amount of artists showing you love.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
really and not to the regular public, right? Like that doesn't. But it's just cool to see artists that could be doing other things tonight. They're tuning in to Wacky Wednesday and they're showing love to Anthony as an artist, right? Just it's something to be proud of. You
Yeah,
know,
for
that
sure.
other people-
Especially to shout out to, I think I saw on here Jay Sterling.
Jay Sterling. I was just about to bring him up.
Yeah,
Brand
shout
new
out to
artist
him.
out of West Texas.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing something with him too, man. He has a remix of a song that's coming out that he already did with Daniel Fantasma called La Morenita. And I'm gonna be jumping on that with some drums,
he did
some
the
drum
cat
tracks,
out of the
and
bag.
some drum tracks and some vocal tracks on there.
Okay.
So that'll be coming soon for Jay Sterling too.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Let me ask you, bro. What is? Man, I hope you don't catch shit for this. It's all right if you
I
do.
hope I do.
No, it's cool. what is your what you can pick? Give me your top 3 favorite Tejano or conjunto, not just the artist. That's too easy. Your top 3 favorite songs that when you go to, hey, time to pop a beer or you hear it. 3 songs. That Anthony, that describe
that's
who
hard to
Anthony de la Garza is.
That's hard to ask a De La Garza because you could play the Disney soundtrack and we'll crack open a beer anytime. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 'Cause you know what I mean? You know, so
Little Mermaid.
we'll still crack
shit.
open a 12-pack.
Oh, with three songs, bro.
Oh man, I couldn't. Honestly, I can't even answer that. I would just say
I'll help you.
like
3 artists.
3 artists, that would probably be better. But even at that, man, Tejano art. I mean, this is just growing up, and it's already kind of there. The first top
No,
3.
don't growing up. I want to know what hits Anthony right here. Like when he hears this shit, it makes the hairs on your arm stand up because we all have music like that. And that's what's great about music, right? Everybody has a different flavor, right? You might like mangoes. I don't.
Yeah.
Right? You might like pizza. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody has their own flavor. You know what I'm saying? So what's Anthony de la Garza's like your shit? You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Top 2, and I mean it may be like a given just because my family was with them and I can't even put them in a first or second. It's David Lee and La Mafia.
Okay.
The first 2 artists, that's for sure. Because like my uncle played with them. He got in like a little after Jay did, I think, or man, from what I heard is Jay got in, but my uncle got in like a few weeks before or something like that. But man, like you can just imagine having to grow up and listen to like Jay and Marcos with David Lee. Like those were the times, man, and all the weddings they played at. Like I was able to see David Lee with Marcos like Bro, jingles at times, man. A la madre, somebody.
It was that thunder, bro?
It's that track.
It's raining outside. Yeah, my wife's, man, she asked me where the stud finder is. I'm like, you're the stud finder. What do you mean? So who was your third one?
So David Lee and
La Mafia.
La Mafia. Man.
The people are waiting.
It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I'll just throw like a conjunto artist in there. It'd probably be like Angel Flores. Just because I kind of like throw them in there too, man. Because I don't just have like, I mean, my family is all Tejano, but like me and my brother, man, we grew up listening to the conjunto, like
hardcore
conjunto.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Tejano, norteño. So it really doesn't matter to me, man. I like to hear anything. My playlist will go from Angel to Tupac to Ramon Ayala to TLC.
He's from Texas.
You know what I mean?
He's from
like,
Texas, no, for sure.
To country, like it's just how it is, you know.
For sure. And speaking of the godfather of Tejano music, David Lee Garza Los Musicales, ladies and gentlemen, the very first annual, this is the honorary year, right? Our first annual Bumpers Wacky Wednesday in Radio Guys Tejano Fair. We're going to be having it, Tejano Weekend, I'm sorry. We're going to be having it at the brand new Rodeo Event Center, which is just in a beautiful, beautiful place here in San Antonio. Plenty of parking, security. The bar is beautiful. The dance floor is huge. The VIP area is off the chain. And ladies and gentlemen, the lineup we're bringing to you for Friday and Saturday, it don't get no better than that. So everybody coming from out of town for spring break weekend, right? You looking to get out of the sun, or who knows, maybe it'll rain. I don't know. If you guys want to come out and have a great time with Eddie and I, also our good friends Johnny and Miko from the Radio Guys podcast, we're throwing together the very first along with J-Rod Music Entertainment. Friday, March 14th, we got David Lee Garza Los Musicales, Eric y Grupo Mazore, La Tropa F with David Farias, and of course, the homies, the Delta Boys. They're going to be there as well. Friday, March 14th. And then Saturday, we got Ram the Man Herrera, Mike Gonzalez, and the Iconics, and our boys from West Texas, right? Los Arcos Hermanos Peña. And of course, the brand new revamped, new V8 engine inside, Ricardo Castillon y La Diferencia. And I mean that with the most sincere way I can tell you, you guys ain't ready for La Diferencia's changes. You're just not. If you were there lucky enough to see him on Sunday, good on you. We're bringing to you next Thursday as well. But this is going to be the first annual Tejano weekend. We look forward to seeing everybody. It's going to be $35. We'll get you for both days, or it's going to be $20 each night, right? So $20 each night, or you pay $35. You can get in both nights for free. The times, we're probably around 5 or 6. We'll see what time. So if you're out doing other things throughout the day, go out and enjoy the festivities. We're here to support everybody, but don't forget, Friday night, you want to come indoors, you want to get in the air condition, you want to have a free parking spot, you want to have great security, great drinks, great hospitality. The Tejano Weekend with Wacky Wednesday and the Radio Guys is a place to be. Rodeo Event Center, March 14th, March 15th. You guys can go down there, you can get your tickets, you can get your tables. All that stuff is on the website right there. We look forward to seeing everybody out there. We'll have merch. We'll be out there just hanging out, having a good time. And we hope to see everybody that's coming, especially coming from out of state. And, of course, here in San Antonio, come out and check us out, man. We're good, Eddie?
We're good.
Okay. You scared me. I thought I was missing. I was missing something.
This was brought to you by.
No. Saludos to Sobre, man, to Johnny Sobrevilla.
Yes,
watching
sir.
the show. Tommy Solis, Hot Tejanos on fire.
Sola.
We usually end the show right now, Anthony, but I just got a couple of more questions for you, bro.
I'm an open book, and I got time.
All right, brother. All right. You know, being an artist that, you know, you're considered right now what we would call a track artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think track artists they get bad publicity.
Oh, well, don't consider me.
No.
like
And I mean
No,
this
just
in the
like,
most sincere way, right? They get bad publicity because, you know, especially the females, right? The females, and we've talked about it before on the show. It's just so hard to get a band started that's gonna follow you, and that, you know what I mean,
you
because
know, that
they
is-
want to make
man,
money.
That is my big thing. Like I've always been like shout out to all the female artists doing it. You know, they're doing the thing. You know, there's great singers out there. But I've always told everyone, I think what the females lack, and it's not their fault, you know, it's a band, man, that is gonna make you like Selena and Elida. These women had monster musicians behind them, man, and
Yeah.
now it's kind of hard to have them go and, you know, do that for a girl. They're ready to start their own things, you know. So it's kind of, I feel it's even harder
tough.
for the, yeah, for sure.
It's a tough thing.
Mhm.
So, you know, you're a track artist now, but I mean, I just saw the amount of people on here right away. It's like, hey, I got you. Let me know. I got you on accordion. I got you on, you know, this, that, or the other. People are ready to bend over backwards for you,
Yeah.
which is cool. But the females don't get that. A lot of them don't get that luxury. So, what would you say to a guy right now that, you know, maybe loves Tejano music? You know, look at somebody like Jay Sterling. I would venture to say he probably doesn't have a band right now. He's probably been in the studio making some,
Yeah.
you know, badass music, but he doesn't have a band. So how do you get around that? How do you do that? Like do you think that people should be okay with that?
I think so, because when you look at it, man, there's guys out there that they have a band already, and they go, and then within a couple months or a year or two, you know, poof, they're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I got a cowbell player, Arturo, shout out. No, but I think it's really just like, oh man, you just gotta kind of. We need to be ready to help everyone out, man. That's the thing, you know. Like I know last year at Fanfare, I helped out Gabriela. I helped
Gabriela
out her, and
Martinez.
I was supposed to help out. And this sounds horrible, but I'm supposed to help out somebody, but I forgot her name. But at the same time, it's like, man, we just gotta be ready. You know, you gotta. It's hard, man. It's hard. It is hard, man.
Well, look, man, here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, you know, on behalf of me and you know, and Eddie and I, like, I hope that you make that leap, bro, because, you know, to see the people, you know, jamming that fucking song,
Yeah.
like, that's badass.
Mhm.
Like, if you see my arm come out and I'm hey, dude, that song, count it, mark it on the list. I know I'm not a professional and I don't got a professional ear, but this Mexican's gonna go out and dance when I hear that damn song. I can
Yeah,
promise you that.
yeah.
You know, so keep doing that. Right?
Shout out to Joey, booking agent. There we go.
Oh, there you.
I might be.
We gotta talk. There's a meeting right there. There's a meeting right there.
I might be on that flyer y'all was showing it. You know?
Hey, and speaking of that, speaking of the flyer of the festival, look, I'll be quite honest, right? All the bands that we have on there, they're of course they're getting paid.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
It's a little different than other events that are going on in the city that weekend. We're paying them, right? But hey, man, if you want to show up early and we you want to do a plug and play, you want to show me what your band's got. I don't know. Maybe Joey give you a couple of beers. I know you'll get free parking.
Yeah.
You get some free parking and some water bottles, right? But no, if you're a band coming from out of state between now and then, call me. If you're already going to be here and you're willing to play for free, right? Get some exposure to some people out there and play in front of some big bands. Hey, let me know. We can work on it, right? We would love to work with you.
Yeah.
So, Anthony,
and honestly, like I do have like some guys that have already told me like, hey man, I'll play with you, bro. I'll be in your band.
When you're ready to go, I'm ready.
And what's crazy is like they're guys that like they're my top choice at their instrument.
Right.
So my thing is like I do have guys that are ready, but they also have their own things going on. Like they play with other bands, and we're all like, we're not just gonna kind of jump into something not knowing if, you know, people are gonna like it. So I'd rather just release music right now, and if people like it or pick up to it, hopefully somebody will be like, "Hey, man, these guys, like I've heard these guys or I've heard this guy," and one day when until somebody calls or until I'm getting like steady calls like, "Hey, we want to book you here,"
Yeah.
then we can make a move. But I mean, at the same time, I don't want to pull these guys out of what they're doing and what I'm doing too. You know what I mean?
I got you, bro. I got you. And here, because it's Wacky Wednesday, and we always just talk about stuff just off the wall. You own a home?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
I know a lot of us. Well, I own my home, but you know, a lot of our viewers probably never owned a home. And with that being said, there's somebody that supports. He's not only a Tejano artist, but he supports Wacky Wednesday, week in, week out. We did a great interview at the award show. If you're a new person, or if you're a new home buyer, you never bought in a house before, first time home buyer, hit up my boy Rick Balderrama, right? Mortgage loan officer for Vantage Bank. Right now, they got a special deal for first time home buyers, 100% financing, right? And the interest rates are really good. If you have a listen to me. If you got a 580 credit score or better, hit up my boy Rick. If owning your home is just seeing something that's really far, you could just never, right? Hit him up, 210-363-3584. Let him know Bumper sent you. He will walk you through every step of the way. He is a great, great dude, and he is awesome at what he does. So hit him up, 210-363-3584. Eddie, you like that? Puro wacky aquí, all over the place. Well, Anthony, this is the part of the show where I shut the hell up and I give you the microphone, brother, and you can do saludos, thank yous, anything you want to do. The microphone is yours, brother.
Alrighty. I just want to shout out to everybody who tuned in today to support Anthony de la Garza. It's not a big following, but, you know, little by little, we're going to start, you know, getting going, you know, as soon as things start lining up. But saludos to everyone that tuned in today, all the Bumpers fans, anybody that tuned in for the first time to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Continue to support Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and Tejano music, Conjunto music. Shout out to my family, the whole De La Garza family in Seguin, Texas.
Don't start individuals because you're gonna forget somebody.
I have to pull out an encyclopedia for that. But saludos to my whole family out in Seguin, my brother, my sister who was watching, my parents who was watching, my son who was watching. Also, shout out to Hot Tejano for believing in me to be the first artist, man. This is something that just came up. Like I told Andrew one day, like after I had got out of AJ, like, hey, I think I'm gonna want to do like something, and he was like, man, but I want to start a label, so let's do something. And so shout out to Andrew Pulido for always believing in me and the whole Pulido family, the whole Hot Tejano family. Y'all keep doing what y'all are doing. Thank y'all so much. And if this is your first time meeting me or seeing me or hearing me, my music, thank y'all so much. I ask that y'all just go and give my music a listen. You don't have to like it. You can like it. But all I do is I just hope it brings joy to you, gets you out of your seat to dance with your family members, even if you're just partying in the kitchen or if you're out at a club. I'm all about just spreading good vibes and good music and for anything to just make people dance, man, and have a good time.
This what I'm talking about right there, man. You know, and this is what I love, ladies and gentlemen. This is the honest truth. This is the part of the show this is why I love my show so much. People have asked me, Anthony, like, people think that this is what I do. This is all I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
People don't have a 9-to-5 job. Could I make this my job and maybe go 100%? I probably could. But I don't ever want it to be a job.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Eddie, we do this. I mean, Eddie could speak for himself, but I'm sure he feels the same way I do. Like, we do it for the love of the industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, if you know Eddie, you know his beautiful wife, Laura, like, they're always out there supporting artists. They're at all the bailes. They're at all the events, right? And the artists show love back to them. Same thing for me and my wife. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we're out and about because we love the industry. We're out there to support. We don't just talk about it.
Yeah,
we're about it here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And you know, I just really love doing the show, man, because I get to highlight gentlemen like you, bro. Gentlemen who've been grinding and doing their thing and finally said, you know what, I'm going to do something for myself. And you have people like Andrew Pulido who you come across and just a great dude, right?
Yeah.
Open up, like, hey, man, well, let me jump in too, because I can promise you this. He probably didn't have it all down packed when he said, hey, I'm going to open a record label. He's got the radio station thing packed down, but he doesn't have a record label probably packed down.
Mhm.
And for him to take the leap of faith with you and say, like, let's do this.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
For
That's
sure,
cool.
man. Definitely shout out.
Definitely somebody who believes in you.
Yeah, for
And again, shout out to all the hot Tejano crew, to all our friends in Tejano Radio, man. The Tejano, our good friends JoJo and Al and Josh from Tejano Up Radio, to Big E and Dallas, to the 1000s in Houston. I can just go on and on to my friend Mando San Roman, Super Tejano down in the Valley, Super Mario, like all these dudes that are out there doing, supporting Tejano music. Go back and support them. And I'll tell you this, bro, if you're not, I don't know if you do this or not, and I tell artists this all the time. If you're on TikTok, the rabbit hole that we go down, go on TikTok, bro. There's always DJs playing music. Always. And you know what, dude? I love to spend time with the DJs that have like 4 people, 5 people, right? There's DJs that have hundreds, thousands of people watching, and they're great at what they do, and I show them love as well. But I really like sometimes just to stop and bullshit with the guys who have 5 or 6 viewers, because they're showing love to our industry,
and they're doing it out of love.
They're doing it out of love, right? They're not getting paid. You know what I mean?
And they see they got three viewers,
and they're excited.
Still like, mixing it up. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about, man. So again, go through TikTok, bro. Show those people love. Show those people love on Facebook, on Instagram, on all the social media platforms. And I can't say this enough. Like, I really love what me and Eddie do. Eddie has taken our show to another. He doesn't like hearing this, right? He's not one of those guys. But he has literally taken our show with graphics and everything that we do. He has allowed me to just be myself, and not have to worry about those things, and just kind of give you guys some of the maybe weirder, different kind of interviews that you wouldn't necessarily hear on a radio station, or maybe some other podcast. Right here, we like to chill, drink some beer, have a good time. We're doing all kinds of rib shots, Andrew. Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. I got you. You know what I mean? Here we like to use ish. You didn't create it. Who cares? We use 730 ish. No big deal, right? And if I want to call out an award ceremony for not giving us showing the bigger podcasters some love, well, then I can do that. You know what I mean?
And you can host their show with a straight iron.
Yeah, there you go. I can do that. Shout out to Irene, also from Tejano Up Radio. And it's what's really cool to see, Anthony, and you talked a little bit about it in the beginning of the show, like how those bands help each other out, right? What I like to see pictures of this radio station taking pictures with this radio station, because at the same time they're supporting the same industry, right? And they're showing love to the musicians, and they're out there doing what they love to do. You know how easy, and I know back in the day, in the FM days, when Tejano was it was like, you're with this station, you're with that station, it's war. I don't give a shit, right? It's absolute war. And it shouldn't be that way, dude. We're a small enough industry that we don't need to be that. And that goes for promoters, club owners, all that stuff. I was gonna say,
there's clubs that are like that now, man. Like, that are very like, I don't like this club, or I don't like that club. Like, they try to be in competition. It's like, hey, man, y'all are all doing the same thing. Y'all are spreading the music.
Yep.
And y'all are,
and there's enough for everybody to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And before I forget, there's 2 events that we didn't talk about. I'm going to bring them up real quick before we call it. One of them is going to be during the Memorial Weekend. It's going to be La Fiebre, right? La Fiebre, they're celebrating 40 years of Borracho de Besos, Solo un Sueño. I can keep going, dog, on and on and on, right? Right? But Jim Luna, Quarter Moon Productions, they're going to be having the 40th anniversary Fiebre Fest there in Pasadena, Texas, on Saturday, right? Friday, I think they're having a pre-festival day, and they're going to have like artists show up and just kind of do a jam session with La Fiebre, so that should be pretty cool. Sponsored by Quarter Moon Productions. and our good friend Jim Luna, the 40th anniversary of La Fiebre Fest. And then also the biggest Tejano festival in America. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what I'm telling you again. The biggest Tejano festival in the United States of America, happening in Victoria, Texas. Frank Salazar Promotions, the Memorial Weekend Bash, Bobby Pulido, AJ Castillo, Michael Salgado, Gary Hobbs, Marcos Orozco, Mike Gonzalez and Iconic, Stephanie Montiel, La Tropa F with David Farias, Ricky Naranjo, Los Gamblers. Shit, boy, the hardest working guys in Conjunto Music, the Conjunto Cats, Grupo La Calma, Cindy Ramos y su conjunto. Dude, they're all going to be there. De Paranda. You're not going to want to miss it, dude. It's going to be an awesome show. So, un saludo to Frank Salazar Promotions, Victoria, Texas. Get ready because we're going to take over your town for 3 days, baby. You thought I forgot, Eddie? I know. I saw your face. You thought I forgot.
Did forget.
Oh, man. Well, look who decided to join us late. Joey Jimenez, another artist, a big-time artist that came from Saigon, Texas. He said, puro pinche Seguin, Texas. I would say good luck to Anthony, but he's from Seguin, and he's a DLG, so it's in the DNA.
Yeah.
Saludos to Joey Jimenez.
Shout out Joey Jimenez.
Shout out to Loca Pasión, tribute to La Mafia. Those guys are kicking ass and taking names. I saw they were number one. Their song, they brought a song from the 80s. Back onto the chart, number one on one of the countdowns.
Shout out to him and their family, man, and also to the Conjunto Cats and their family, man. Joey's dad, my dad, and Art's dad from the Conjunto Cats, man. They all grew up together playing locally there in Seguin, man. So
and look at y'all, the kids now, they all jamming. So now your sons are gonna come around and say, "Hey, my dad played with this guy and this guy." You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same thing.
Yes, sir.
You know, to everybody who joined us tonight. We went over a little bit. It's okay. It doesn't cost you anything extra. We're not going to charge you extra, right? But I want to tell you guys this. I'm giving you 8 days. You got 8 days. Go buy you a 12-pack tomorrow, 12-pack Friday, 12-pack Saturday. Yeah, come Thursday, you're going to be ready to go, right? Next Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. There will be no Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Tell your friends, right? There will not be a Wacky Wednesday live on Wednesday. Thursday, which is what, Eddie? What's the date? It's March 6th, March 7th?
You can't do the show with the ashes or no?
No, it's the 6th, right?
You should let me know. I would have brought the ashtray from the house.
Oh, wow. No, so March 6th, it's a Thursday. I need you to tell all your friends. Ricardo Castillon y La Diferencia. Live from an undisclosed location. It's going to be beautiful. I promise you. It's going to sound amazing. So kick back, call your neighbors, put it on the big screen, and come and enjoy an awesome, amazing, unplugged show on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday with myself, Eddie, of course, Ricardo, and all the guys from La Diferencia. I can't wait, dude. Are you a Diferencia fan?
I am a Diferencia fan, yes, sir.
Oh, bro. But
I remember seeing, do you remember that show, Tejano Country?
Yeah, back in the day.
I remember seeing
You remember seeing them on there? Well, I don't know, Eddie. I think the band might get mad, dude, because I love when Ricardo goes by himself, dude. When he does like the songs like just by himself, hijo su, dude. Like, oh my.
Badass vocals.
Yeah, dude. I'm not ready. I'm already pumping myself up already, and I gotta wait 8 days, right?
So the band, if you're hearing this, stay home.
Yeah. No. The band's got they got to come out. It's gonna be a great show. Horns and all. I mean, we're gonna have everything out there from an undisclosed location. Beautiful place. I can't wait for you guys to join us next Thursday for. Help me out, Eddie. What do we want to call it? It's Ricardo Castillon y La Diferencia, but I want to add a Wacky Wednesday twist to it. The return? Nah, because they've been, not the return. The revamp? What? Help me out, Eddie. I know you don't want to get thrown under the bus. Anthony, what would you call it?
2.0.
Ha! Desperados is coming for us. Don't say that. They're gonna come. They're gonna come get us. Anthony, what would you call it?
Man, I don't know.
The Return?
A Different Thursday.
I don't know, but I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. Save your pennies, get your bottles. Invite, if you are a Diferencia fan, invite your family. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you this. It is going to be a show you absolutely do not want to miss. Did you guys watch last year when we had Mike Gonzalez in the Iconics? You saw that show? Very similar. Very similar. So be ready. It's going to be, and I promise I'm going to shut up. I'm not going to talk too much for this because I know they want to jam. But I do want to talk to Ricardo and what he's been doing, what he's up to. So again, when you guys see the flyer come out, make sure you guys share it, show some love, and we'll be there next Thursday. Again, not Wednesday. Going back to my guest, Anthony, call it a night here. Anthony, I want to thank you, brother, for coming down from Seguin, Texas.
Thank you.
And coming down that 1604 for me. Right? It's not too bad. I live on this
No,
side. If you're going to live in San Antonio, this is the closest
This
to
is
Seguin
the best
you're
part.
gonna get, right? But, bro, honestly, dude, I honestly want to tell you, dude, like, we wish you the best here, man.
Thank you.
I love your music. Your 3 songs now are kicking ass. But you're still going to continue to kick ass with those Garcia brothers. But when you're ready to put something out, we're here to back you up, bro.
Got you.
La neta.
I'll say, like, I have the 3 songs, and I'm in the studio right now working on, like, I have, like, 4 more songs that I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So I have them coming out, and that once I do that, I'm going to release, the next single will be, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'll be called a song called El Goyetero, featuring Eddie from the Crazy Pimps It's a Cumbia.
Okay.
And then I got 3...
Sax or accordion?
Both.
Oh,
Both.
shit.
Yeah. It's gonna be an anthem for the spring, I'll tell you that. So that's gonna be coming on there, and then I also have like another hardcore conjunto song that'll be on the EP with Tony Tigre Signs.
Oh, speaking of Tony Tigre Signs, I'm gonna be with that guy in Chicago in May. We got that flyer coming out soon. So Bumpers Wacky Wednesday will be returning back to the Midwest.
There we go.
Right, I'll be with Tony Tiger Signs there with Midwest Conjunto Promotions. So our good friend Stevie, who's I think he's in the island right now, somewhere chilling out. But Anthony, no way, neta, dude. I hope you continue to make badass music and mix it up, dude. Don't be scared. Like not that you're scared, but don't. Who cares what if people say? Oh, I thought he was conjunto. I thought nah, you play what you want to play. You know what I'm saying?
No, whatever comes out is gonna come out.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yes, sir.
And again, one more big shout out to Andrew Polido and all the staff at Hot Tejano Radio for starting that record label and getting you guys on there. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you got 4 things to do. You got to download the 3 singles, and you got to download the Hot Tejano app. We would greatly appreciate that. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the Bumpers and Wacky Wednesday on Facebook and on YouTube. And before I hang up, a big thank you to the producer of Bumpers and Wacky Wednesday, Mr. Eddie Hernandez, the guy with the magic fingers behind the cameras. Hey,
Magic fingers.
I'm going to leave you guys with this question, and it's going to be up for next week. Should he be able to get an award for producer?
He needs his own camera.
No. He definitely needs his own camera. Don't start. He needs his own. But no. We Eddie, I gotta poke the bear. Should producers of shows be either have their own award or mix them with?
We got cowbell player of the year.
Yeah.
So
why not?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They work hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Live too. Put your ass and put you to work over here, Eddie.
We can make up an award. We can do something.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, saludos to everybody supporting from Dimmitt County, Texas. That's home of the Arcos Hermanos Peña, I think, Dimmitt, Texas. I believe so. Saludos to Turi. You know Turi?
Yeah, Delta Boys.
Yeah, the Delta Boys. Great guy, man.
Awesome drummer.
My good friend from back home, living in Corpus, he watches every week. Rick Jason Reyes, thank you for always tuning in, brother. Means a lot to me. Yes, to my shipmate, Steven Martinez. Hopefully the sound got better. I think it's his phone, bro. I think you need to go upgrade your phone. Because he hits me up like, I can't hear you, but everybody else can hear us. So We need to get him a phone upgrade.
Yes, sir.
Again, don't forget, next Thursday, not Wednesday, next Thursday, live from an undisclosed location, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday with La Diferencia, Ricardo Castillon. Dude, the return of, I'm just, just please listen to me. I know what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to be in shock. I promise you. Right?
Yes,
Anthony,
sir.
gracias, brother.
Thank you.
We wish you the best, homie.
Thank you for everything you do for our industry, brother.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And to everybody who watched tonight, thank you guys.
Oh, and thank you for your service too. Also, I know you're a military member, so thank you, and all the military members all over the world. Thank y'all for your service.
That's what I'm
man.
talking about right
Yes,
there.
sir.
That's right. All right. All the way to Maricopa, Arizona. Gilbert Lopez, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Anthony de la Garza. Later.
Yes, sir.
Me dicen que soy borracho, que ya perdí hasta la vergüenza. No saben lo que yo siento dentro de mi alma por esa ingrata.
This is Gary Haas from Eagle Pass, Texas. Keep watching my dear friend Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.